Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the Calls From Beyond show. I am your host, Austin Alvarez from the Truly Bizarre. We're missing somebody today. She's with us in the chat, but Miss Noah is currently, I think, had just landed, correct, in Miami. So she's going to Miami, all right? She's living it big. What are we living? Large. Living it Vegas style, baby. But where the show goes on, we're still here. We got George in the house.
Yes, sir.
If you couldn't tell, that's George. But yeah, so hello everybody. Good to see you all. This is my highlight of my week every week. I look forward to this, and yeah, I'm just making sure everything's running. People are saying already starting them sound bites. Of course, what would we be doing if we weren't starting the sound bites? So
yeah.
Yeah. Hello everybody. We're live on TikTok as well, both on Calls From Beyond and the Truly Bizarre. So if you're not subscribed on those, go check it out. The show is going to be the exact same tonight. Yeah, so good to see everybody. We just made a really, I don't even know if I want to call it funny, but we had an interesting
members only
episode that comes out later this week. Shout out to all of our members. I know we got Christy in the chat. We got Mystical in the chat. We got any other members in the chat yet? They're coming. They're coming.
We're the membies. You're going to enjoy this episode this week.
You might. I think laugh at me.
True.
But it's okay if you laugh at me, I guess. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, so if this is your first time watching Calls From Beyond, Calls From Beyond is a live call-in show where you, the audience, gets to tell us your stories. And you guys don't ever disappoint. You guys always have the heat. You guys always have the tea, all of that stuff. So we have a number right down below that you can call. I mean, it looks like we already have a couple of people in the chat, right, George?
Yes, we have a couple. We call 689-278-1000. Then you're going to hit 886-2631-7434 pound, and then hit pound again like a few seconds after, and then boom, you're in the room.
You're in the room.
Locked and loaded, ready to tell spooky stories, and I want to hear a lot of them tonight. I was watching the clips back. A lot of sleep paralysis lately, not from me, but just like from
you guys,
a lot of the callers. And I commented, or I think I posted to my story. I said, Austin, my goodness, has sleep been different ever since I started watching the show? Not
how so, George? How so has it been different?
Necessarily in like the negative way, but I would say it's just making me way more aware. And I don't think I'm going into as deep of a sleep.
Oh.
Can your body prevent you from going into a super deep sleep if you're afraid of sleep paralysis?
I think so. I think it can. It plays like your psyche, and you're constantly worried.
Yeah.
George, I think we got to change the screen on the Bizarre TikTok.
You are 100% correct.
Everybody's looking like, what?
They said, what is going on?
But yeah, no, I definitely think like with sleep paralysis, it's like I definitely feel like there's definitely a very vast majority of it is a paranormal aspect. But also I feel like your brain doesn't help you either. Especially if you're constantly worried about it. Like it might even induce it.
Right.
So yeah, REM sleep. Having more vivid dreams lately and just trouble sleeping in general. Now you're making me feel bad for everybody. I don't want you guys to have bad sleep.
Yeah, but I mean, but okay, in order for you to dream, don't you have to be in the deepest form of sleep possible?
I believe so. You do have to be in the REM.
The REM.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean,
what part of your sleep do you dream in? Let's see, right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you need REM, rapid eye movement.
Rapid eye movement.
That's what REM stands for, apparently.
Wait, so you're saying your eyes are going all weird and wacky?
I don't know. That's an AI answer. I don't like that.
Like, can you imagine, like, if you're dreaming, your eyes are like, like when you're on Adderall or Molly, and you're just like, my eyes are going everywhere.
I mean, hey man, what are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I guess your body's at stasis. It was meant to be. Yeah. But anyways, that's what like my life has consisted of relating to this show.
And this show has been going on. I mean, the Calls From Beyond has been going on since technically January, but Bizarre Junkies, which is how you got your real start, has been going on for a couple of years now, which is now the Truly Bizarre. And but yeah, George has been going through it. Danette over there, do you is your dreams, are you afraid to go to sleep now?
I've been having some really weird dreams actually ever since I started working here. I don't know what's going on.
That's what we do to our employees.
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
just kidding. We don't do that. But yeah, shout out to Mari in the chat. Everybody give a W in chat for Mari.
Facts.
Shout out to Mari, always being a real one.
Big dubs. Mari
Big
Mars.
dubs.
Mars.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes for people to file in, then we're going to start taking calls. For everybody watching on TikTok, if you want to be able to skip the line, so let me get into that aspect. It's completely free to call in using the number down below. It's completely free. If you want to skip the line, it is a $10 super chat or a $10 cash app to Calls From Beyond, and that will skip you to the front of the line, and we will take your call next. Now, if you are a YouTube member, it's only on YouTube. If you're a YouTube member, that price is $5. It's cut in half for you guys.
He's slashing prices.
Slashing prices. But yeah, so for TikTok, though, you got to go over to YouTube to be able to super chat or send a cash app with your, I guess you could just send a cash app, but you have to include the last 4 of your phone number in the super chat or in the cash app if you want to skip the line.
Facts.
You can always support us. We will always be grateful for that. But if you want to skip the line, you gotta go ahead and do that. So yes, everybody, shout out to everybody from Black Cauldron's Patreon and Bali gang. I mean, that trip's coming up here pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, before you know it, you're gonna blink. You're gonna be in Bali. You're gonna be sipping the rum of the Eastern Hemisphere, and
The Eastern Hemisphere.
and you're gonna be feeling yourself. And I said rum, but I should have said spirits. And yeah, I have this thing where if there's a lot of people that are spiritually inclined and they get together, I feel they have like an orb around them of
Okay.
sort of like a spiritual telepathy, so to speak.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I would assume is going to happen in Bali, and they're going to all be able to sense a lot of the similar things. I wonder if spiritual telepathy is a thing,
I feel like it has to be.
right?
Let me know down in the chat. I mean, you guys are very much so spiritually inclined. I'm still trying to work on it. I feel like I'm very
Teach us.
Yeah,
in the
I
chat.
feel like I'm very paranormally investigative inclined and understanding like that and how to use those tools. But yeah, I mean, I'm always curious to learn more. Like I said, I cannot press those numbers fast enough. It's like my higher ups are just like, no, it's okay. We're here for a couple hours. Yeah, so really, I mean, we'll see. I have a feeling Noah might be making an appearance at some point tonight.
Probably.
It's looking like
I sent her the Zoom link, so if
For
you
sure.
wanted to join in through vid, we can do that.
vid. Yo,
Through
we
vid.
could
I
see
said it.
Miami. I've never been to Miami.
Party all night to the break.
been to
of dawn,
Orlando.
All night on the beach and it's going on. We're going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Now we're copyright strike.
Yep. Thanks, George. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks for everybody's monetization.
welcome.
It
You're
doesn't go
welcome.
anywhere.
I'm gonna speed up this ticker because I feel like I understand what that chat read. If the ticker goes through fast, I was thinking like people might not be able to read it, but it cycles through faster.
Yeah. So how's everybody's night going? We're letting everybody kind of trickle in. We're gonna take some calls here pretty soon. If you are just joining us, this is Calls From Beyond. It's a live call-in show. The audience get to call in and tell us your creepy stories, and we get to hear them and we get to share them with everybody. And it's a safe space for you to come and share your story. It's completely free to call in. If you do want to skip the line, there is that option for a $10 super chat on YouTube or a $10 cash app to $ Calls From Beyond, all one word. You do have to include the last 4 of your phone number that you're calling in with, though, so we know who to give the skip to. We've had a lot of people send in a cash app, but then they send nothing with it, and they're like, I didn't get to skip. And it's like, well, we need your phone number. So telepathy is a thing. If you're born a twin, you naturally born with it. Oh, I have aunts who are twins.
Whoa,
Identical.
interesting. Well, I've heard of twin telepathy before, but I'm saying
Just in general, spiritual
telepathy, I would imagine, is something that they should look into in the spiritual realm.
Angel, I feel you, man. Working a 6-day work week, I did those. I had those jobs working 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. It's always fun. It says really depends on your level of gifts and ability to be in sync. All right, well,
Yeah, I get.
Ace is feeling good.
Being in sync would definitely
be
a key thing because you I don't know, you haven't gone too deep into meditation, Austin.
No, I don't know if it's the ADHD brain that won't let me or
Yeah, I think
what?
here's the thing. We're so filled with stimulus and things to do and like the next, like what's coming up next.
right.
Sitting and doing nothing is a great way to like fucking hit different levels of, I guess, like sync and feeling like you're in sync because you're just like so in tune with yourself. Yeah. I heard
This episode got real deep real fast. And I love it.
Wayne said something yesterday.
Right. And what show was that on, George?
Veterans Minimum.
Which you can find George on. When does that episode come out? What day of the week?
That episode comes out Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
So
And you're on both those episodes?
correct.
Okay. So George, if you can't get enough of him here, he has a show called Pin and Pull with his brother. Think of the Kelsey brothers, but
That comes
good.
out on Wednesdays.
That's like the Kelsey brothers, but good.
Yes.
Because they play for good teams, George and Junior.
Yeah, the Kelsey brothers. Who even fucking cares?
Who even care? It's like they act like they have Super Bowl wins or something.
They act like they're dating Taylor Swift or something.
But also George is back in the flow of being on Veterans Minimum, which is a very, very prestigious. No,
Yeah,
it's
it is
very,
a prestigious
it's a
sports
poppin'
betting
show. It's a good friend of our Nick, good friend of ours, and George is on there as unofficial co-host, official co-host, official co-host. So George is doing things.
Yeah.
He's doing things. He's he out here making the moves. He's kissing babies, shaking hands.
I appreciate you
posting
for hyping
clips.
me up.
Of course, George. What do you think? What else am I gonna do? Be like, yeah, George is here. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you go on the attack.
Fuck you. Oh, you think you're better than me, George?
I just don't know. Like I'm always on my toes. So whenever I get a compliment like that, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm gonna let you know.
All right.
Austin's out here. Austin, ladies and gentlemen, I know you can't see it, is wearing white shoes, and I've known Austin for a very, very, very long time, and Austin has never worn white shoes. I think this is one of the changes of the season, more so of your life. I think it's a new chapter. It's the white shoe chapter.
It's a white shoe chapter. You know the reason why I got white shoes? Because they didn't have the black ones.
I know, but my God, I feel an old Austin would say, I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to buy the white shoes. This Austin said, you know what? I'm buying the white shoes.
I did. Should I show the audience? Nah, probably not.
No, just know that they're fly. They're fly white shoes. They catch your eye.
They got gator skin on them. They've got USB ports in the back.
He's actually levitating. They got magnets.
They got
underneath.
magnets to
By
the
way,
Earth's magnetic core.
I guess as the callers are filling in, please, ladies and gentlemen, get in the waiting room. As soon as we start getting a couple more callers, I know we'll get into the calls. I've always thought about this, Austin.
Okay.
You know how the Earth is based on polarities?
Yeah.
The North and the South, right? And it's flipped based on what we're able to tell. I don't know, hundreds of thousands of years, it can flip. It can flip in an instant. It can flip right now if it happened. But that's how magnets work. I was thinking, since like how a maglev train, do you know what a maglev train is?
No.
A maglev train is operated solely based on magnets. So
it's like the monorail.
Correct.
Okay.
Except there's no touching at all. It's literally just
it's hovering.
It hovers and it goes, which is insane to me. I want to create a pair of shoes like that.
Okay.
And you could just go fast, as fast as you possibly can move your legs, I guess. Right? Because if you have shoes underneath that are opposite of the polarity that you currently are at, you should be able to like float, thus bend gravity a bit. Right?
I'm not a scientist, but I'm going to say yes.
I'm just saying you can't put two magnets together on the same side, right? They have to be the opposites.
Right.
So if your shoes had the same polarity as the floor beneath you, you thus should float if it's a strong enough magnet.
George, you're talking too much. There's going to be a blacked out Suburban waiting for you after the show.
I was never here.
Oh man. Looks like Miss Noah's looking for the link.
I emailed it, Noah, to theblackcauldron@gmail.com.
Oh, I was saying you might have to put it in the
In the
group chat.
Yeah.
We have a group chat. We're friends. Well, I'd say we're more than friends. We're partners.
The group chat.
But not relationship wise. Business wise, which is also relationship wise.
That's funny. That is funny.
They're together, but we're together.
Together. I will get her that link. Promise
Perfect. Hello to everybody on TikTok. If you are watching, this is the Calls from Beyond show. We're waiting for a few more callers to file in, and then we're going to start taking some calls. People are laughing at that, George. The Sky says that makes sense.
I'm telling you guys, it makes sense, but it's just like, how is this even fucking feasible? Like, we got to work together on this. Maybe this is a side project.
I feel like
that
you
we
would have to
work
get a
on.
magnet that's so massive to even have the effect.
I know, but okay, let's create that. I guess that's the first step. But I don't know, man. We got to figure out the polarities, dude. What if this is the way to prove that the Earth is flat?
Well, no. Have you heard the new theory? It's not the flat Earth theory. It's like the multi-Earth theory, or what is it called? It's something that's like our world as we know it is just a melted circle in the ice, and there's multiple suns, and everything we know is just a massive Earth. So there's like other circles out there that are like different worlds, but it's not. It's all in the same like plane. So it's not flat Earth. It's like.
Oh my god!
I just saw a TikTok about it last night, and I was like, "No, come on, what is it? Multi-Earth theory."
Yeah, bro, this is interesting.
Oh no, not that.
This, ladies and gentlemen,
Maybe multiple worlds theory.
we're breaking ground right now. This is a dome.
This is a
No.
dome.
I don't think we can categorize this as a dome.
Angel said, "Let them cook."
I mean, I really thought about this in the past, and
Oh, Angel, yeah, the ice wall theory. Yeah, I mean, it's like bigger than that because like people think that the ice wall theory is like. I guess it's kind of like to think the ice wall theory is you also like to think this theory. You also have to think the ice wall theory. The funniest thing though was Alex Jones was talking about it when Eddie Bravo was on the show.
okay.
Well, on Rogan. And Alex was like, "What? You think that they're just on the there's cats on there and they knock stuff off the ice wall?" Like it's just a flat plane.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard every angle of this. I had to sit through a 4-hour live.
I was going to say George was almost
Earth.
convinced that flat Earth was a thing for a second there,
Oh,
a few years ago.
yes. What do they call that? Like a straw man or like,
Gullible.
no. I was about to use the hard R. I'll skip out on that. The multi-Earth I really do like. I like that perspective of it. Austin.
I don't remember what exactly. I'll have to watch the TikTok again, but for everybody who's just joining in, you may notice that it's just me on camera, and that's because Miss Noah is in Miami right now, but she will be calling in here shortly to be a part of the show as long as she can, if not the whole time. I mean, she is built different, all right? So she might be on the whole time, and we might get some special guests. But yeah, so in studio right now, we got myself and George holding it down, POP.
Yo,
That's an old meme.
that's what we do.
Taco Bell. Oh man, but the show's still gonna go on. I know we're just waiting for just a few more callers to come in. Oh, is she here?
No, she's she's about to pop in.
She's about to pop in.
I do know who the first caller is going to be. I mean, do we take the first caller?
I think we let Noah come in, then we'll take the first one.
Okay.
We'll see where she's at. We'll see where she's at, and
I'm telling you, peeps.
people are going, wait, the hard what?
The hard what is what she wrote. That's that. I put myself in a bad spot there.
Miss is she not allowed to go on vacation? I'm going on vacation next week, so I'm not going to be here next week, but the show's still going to go on. Are you guys going to drag me?
Miss Ma'am is an all-time like way to refer to somebody. Miss Ma'am.
Miss Ma'am.
Like I could tell. Like that's.
You mean business?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't fucking around when you say Miss
Jasmine's
Ma'am.
standing on business with that comment. Right
Standing on business.
there. That's just what we doing.
But yeah, so we're just letting a few more callers come in, and we're gonna let Miss Noah call in See if we can see if she can make an appearance. It's gonna be like the holy angel moment, like come down from the the heavens.
I mean, okay, so in Miami, I'm from Cuban descent, so a lot of people have died on the trip from Cuba to Miami.
Can I interrupt this because I was talking to my missus about it. Your dad flew here, right?
Yes. Yeah. He was.
Yeah, he was bougie.
Yeah, he got it legally.
I remember I asked your
approved.
dad I asked him when we went to the San Jose UNLV game. I go, "Did you swim here?" He goes, "Don't fucking look like somebody who swam here."
Yeah, no.
Does he have that? Does he have that pardon? You said he has like a pardon, like stamped by Castro.
Yeah, it was before the United States and Cuba hated each other. Believe it or not, they tried to work together.
They tried to work together.
Like
Kennedy was onto something, and then he wasn't.
Kennedy was like, "Man, these are some hardworking, athletic people. Let's get them in our country."
I just know in about 30 years, just this guy named Yoel Romero. He's gonna come clean house in the UFC.
Yeah,
she's in George.
Okay,
Like.
beautiful. Oh, there she is. Alrighty. She is.
Oh, it's
gonna get situated here.
A little choppy. We're gonna get her situated, but she is in the building, and by building I mean the call.
You're currently muted, Noah. Give me just 1 second. Oh, says it. Oh, hold on. I had you pulled down.
No, George pulled a blunder.
Oh, I have to trumpet myself for that one.
Miss Ma'am.
Can you see me and hear me?
We can hear you. I mean, I can see you from here. We're gonna add you to the screen though.
I was about to say, add me to the screen.
She said, "Let me be on my show."
Right? Did y'all miss me?
Of course. What do you mean? Did we will currently miss
I
you?
leave you guys alone for 2 minutes, and now black trucks are going to be outside the studio
because George is getting too real about
gravitational.
My God.
It's raining here. I was walking next door because I think I underestimated this travel thing, and
right.
I'm exhausted. And so I walked next door. I'm like, I have to get something in my system or I'm going to faint. And I'm just listening to the conversation. I said, okay, either we're going to get demonetized or the government is coming.
Or both.
Which one? Or both. I can't even see the chat. This makes me really sad. It's like 88 degrees and humid as hell, but raining.
When do you officially leave tomorrow? Like, is that when your disembark day is?
No, it's on Thursday.
Oh,
Don't ask me. I just showed up.
Don't ask me. I just showed up. And then Mr. Fresh is gonna come in and be like, "Actually, she booked it."
I always have the bad idea, and he just runs with it. You know, I'm the passenger princess of vacations and irresponsibility. So here I am, trying to get my life together. But
New York, the Empress says, "No, where have you been? I've been checking your channel every day." She's Miss Ma'am worldwide right now.
No, but the worst part is that I have 3 videos that need to be edited, and I literally am always so busy. But I have tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to get at least one up for you guys.
See, look at that. She's on the road and she's still editing for you guys.
It's literally a lot. Y'all don't be knowing, like, us traveling, Mr. Fresh, you know, he has his own little set of medical issues. So I have a strong black man sometimes. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but I got y'all. I have not forgot about y'all. I brought my tripod and my microphone because I am recording. So don't worry. I'm going to get some new content out for you guys ASAP.
You're going to have to do a video of you on the boat, and it's just you just like in the waves.
I'm trying to, but the weather is acting real bald-headed out here and in the Bahamas. I heard it's storming like everywhere. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm hoping that I can at least get some good footage, but I also want to do like a spooky Bahamian story time. So trying my best to get the content out. I've been literally just running. Been super busy. I can't see the chat.
I know. I was about to read a chat right now. We have Keisha, the one with the little reincarnated man child, according to her.
Oh,
And she said she's ready to ask him on live about his dreams.
oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. Listen, that baby been here before. I keep saying it. Sorry, it's so loud. I'm on the side of a random street.
Is that the bodega? Did they
Oh,
call
it's actually
bodegas
not that bad.
in Miami?
I don't know. This is the liquor stuff.
This is the liquor stuff.
But they have a Rita. I haven't seen a Rita since I was in college.
What is that?
Definitely, it's like a Italian ice cream shop, but they don't have it anywhere like on the West Coast. So it would be below zero, and I would be walking in snow to go get me Ritas. So
That
I'm
sounds
excited
good.
for that. Yeah. So now we're gonna go back to our room. I'm gonna get off of here real quick and try to put something in my system, and then come back on. I appreciate y'all holding down the fort.
Of course, because you're gonna have to hold it down
course.
next week.
I know. Next week I'm gonna be the boss, man. I'm gonna be you.
I'm gonna call in and just be in front of the castle and just.
Yes,
When
I know,
you
right?
shall po-
You know what? You are the only person I know that goes to Disneyland like it's the corner store.
This is the first time that
He's
I'm
got a
going this many
problem,
times in 1 year.
He's got a problem.
Last time I went was
Yes.
2020, the week before the great thing happened.
The great thing.
Yeah, that's
We're
the
not
last
even
time I
gonna
went.
say
So
it.
it's like I lost time.
Of course. Yes, sir. But listen, travel and have fun while you can. Life is so very precious and short. That's why I just be going. I'll be like, see you later, kids. See you in a minute, kids. Be right back.
Wait, are the kids?
And- No.
Oh, you got it good then. See, I have to take the.
I love that response. That's so good.
Listen, I take
Austin,
them on their own
She was
vacation.
offended that I even asked.
Austin,
I take
she
them
is
literally on
vibing.
their own shit. Like I take
Yeah.
them on their own vacations so they don't have to impose on mine. We're trying to do Big Bear for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Last year we did Mexico for a week. Like, no children allowed.
So y'all finna turn up this weekend.
I'm gonna try. I have a lot of work I need to do too, though. So
That's the sad part about being a business owner now. Like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
turn up, and turn up is I'm gonna go to sleep at 9 instead of 8 tonight.
Yes, exactly. And I'm gonna stay in instead of going out. I'm gonna edit those videos before my subscribers kill me because I know you guys are looking for new like content. I've got a lot of big things in the work right now. I'm trying.
You're doing what you can, and that's all we can ask for. I mean, hey, you kill it, you crush it, and that's. I mean, what else needs to
Yeah.
be said?
Nothing other than I'm hungry and I'm ready to hear some spooky stories.
Yeah.
Mr. Fresh, do you want to say hi?
Oh yes, we need to. Oh wait, we can't see him though. We can't see him.
Oh, I forgot. He's Wizard Kelly. You know who Wizard Kelly is?
No, I'm gonna look it up though.
Look it up.
Wizard Kelly.
Wizard Kelly. Proud family. Even
Oh,
though
okay, yeah. Him and then like the mom from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think you should let him say hi, but we can't see him. We're not allowed to. Members can.
Oh,
Members
yeah,
can go
I
see him.
forgot. Say hello from here down. Hold on. Can I do that?
Yeah.
You're Wizard Kelly. Say hello.
Oh, we're repping the same shirt.
And repping with the shirt. And he was on the plane. So he said, I forgot my hat. I said, I think you'll live. I think we can forgive you for that.
Yeah, no,
But,
Mr.
yeah.
Fresh, there's no need to wear a hat when Mr. Fresh got a fresh fade before the trip. Come on now.
You'll see it there, kind of. But yeah, I definitely I'm ready to hear some spooky stories. I'm in the chat. I'm going to try to come back in. We're both very, very spent from that long 5-hour flight, and we didn't eat before we boarded. So just give us a second.
Yeah.
Of course,
living
we'll
life
be
on
here.
the edge.
Get
All
your
right,
grub.
you guys.
Get your
All right.
Oh,
Thank
people in the
you.
chat want to know if you can post in the Discord a picture of the plate.
Ooh, yes, of course.
Ooh, a little food
I love to share food.
I love
Okay.
to share food. All right. Well, Noah, we really appreciate you. We're holding it down. We miss you. We love you. We'll see you when
Yes.
you come back in. We're going to go ahead and start getting into some calls, though.
All right, thank you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and start taking some calls. That was the lovely Black Cauldron, a.k.a. Miss Ma'am, a.k.a. Noah. She'll be back in a little later. As you guys know, she is in Miami right now, so that's why she's not here on the show, but she's always part of the show. Yeah, so all right, we're gonna go ahead and George, you already said you know who the first caller is, so I think we should just jump ahead and get straight to the first caller. And to everybody's no surprise, I'm gonna have another Red Bull, aka heart attack in a can, according to some of you guys.
How many
Don't make me read it, then I'm not gonna want it.
grams of caffeine? Or is it grams of caffeine? How much caffeine is in a Red Bull? We need more. That's it.
It doesn't even tell you. They don't even want you to know.
4747 star 6 to unmute yourself. Welcome to the show. 4747
star 6 to unmute. Somebody said 200 per can.
Is it okay?
That's fucked up. That's a lot. I'm on 2 and I had a coffee
Wait,
earlier.
hold on. Is that a 12? I had a 12 ounce.
Yeah, I have an 8 and a 8.4 ounce. I got a little baby.
Damn, I love how quick the chat. Hey, chat. Cheers to some energy drinks. Our first caller, 4747 star 6 to unmute yourself. First caller, you're
Hello. Hello.
Hey, it's Chastity, aka the Luminary Luna Bean.
What is up? Good to see you again. Thanks for letting me know how many
Good to
grams of
see you.
caffeine are in this heart attack I'm about to have.
I had to quit drinking them because I love the one you have on the table right there. That red one
the
is
watermelon?
sugar-free. That's my favorite.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
yeah,
between that and the apricot strawberry. The apricot strawberry is in sugar-free now, but I had to quit drinking them because they were. It was wild.
Yeah,
Guys,
Go ahead. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just calling in because I decided I was like, I kind of teased y'all with the Annabelle story, and I think I should tell it this week.
I would be so hyped if you did.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to make it super short. I know there's a lot of people wanting to chat tonight. And I will say this before I get started. If you're having dreams and intuition, I know not everybody believes in astrology and stuff, but we're getting ready to have a full moon in Pisces. And Pisces is like the intuition, the meditation, the dreams, and spiritual awareness. So if a lot of people probably aren't getting a lot of sleep and feeling like they're dreaming, and that's probably the reason why, if you believe in that kind of stuff. I just wanted to throw that in there too.
Okay,
That's coming up in about a week. But yeah, so Annabelle. So I mentioned something last time about how I went to visit Annabelle in 2021 at the very first Seekers of the Supernatural Paracon.
Yes.
And basically, I'm in NC, so I had to go all the way to Connecticut. It wasn't in Monroe where the Warrens are from. It was close by. And we did get to go see Ed and Lorraine Warren's grave, which was very interesting. It was about a 30-minute drive from there. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So we start heading up that way, and I got super tired about halfway up in Virginia at New Market, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, okay, let's just get a little shit motel and stay the night. Well, I didn't realize that hotel was on a battlefield, and my gifts had already opened up at this point in 2021, but I was still learning how to like dial into them.
Right.
And that night, I got like not physically, but kind of, attacked in that room. I was visited by the spirits of the hotel because what I did not know, and this was Halloween weekend in 2021 as well. So they said the veil's a lot thinner. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was on a battleground. It was New Market, Virginia, and it's actually a Civil War museum literally next door to the Days Inn. And I ended up seeing like this orange figure, and there's a point to this. I ended up seeing this orange figure in my mind's eye. So you close your eyes and you visualize things, and that's what was happening. I was getting all these visions. And then there was just hundreds of people or bodies that were grayed out behind this orange figure, and none of them had faces or anything. It almost sent me into a panic attack, which I learned is partially like a spiritual attack too. So if you've ever had any like spiritual encounter, you feel like, but outside of medical conditions, which do exist, I want to say that. Okay. I'm not a doctor, obviously.
Just to ask, so the first ever investigation George and I ever did, it was my first time ever really having, I would say maybe not a controlled environment, but maybe a controlled environment, because I went into it knowing that like there was the potential to have it. It's we uploaded that. I think you commented on it. It's the one in the saloon that we did, the ghost hunt. And
yeah,
when we first get the first sign of activity, Steven, the owner, and Travis, our main camera guy, go into the back. And I think George was setting up a camera in the other room. And I'm sitting there with Brian, who is who's paranormally sensitive. And we were sitting there and I saw a face looking at me. And I think I might have had like what you're describing right now is like that type of panic attack.
Right. Oh, wow. They wanted you out of there. You know what? And you brought that up. When I was watching that video, I saw a woman walk by when y'all were out at the circle tables. If I can remember correctly, there is a strong presence of a woman there that was like a woman of the night. And then there was a strong presence of a man there that was like a cowboy, but he was very descended looking, meaning like darker. And I'm wondering if he was the one that was trying to get y'all out of there.
Well,
because that can happen.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. So we're talking about the saloon one, right? Where it was like, yeah. So that one, I mean, didn't feel dark. Like the one I just uploaded, like George can kind of attest to that too. That one felt dark. But that one, it felt like not trickster in a bad way, but like mischievous. And a lot of people think there's like children's spirits there. And then we eventually made contact with an employee who passed away a few months beforehand, but I didn't, and maybe this is just me being naive and not knowing as much, but like George, I don't think we felt like we were being pushed out or anything.
I guess my question to you would be like, when you say you felt a woman presence there, because like is it something that you feel like you saw like in between the cuts? Like, is there a...
Yeah. So as a psychic, what I do like on YouTube with my Lights at Midnight podcast is we watch paranormal videos and we react to them, partially some of it, and then the rest of it's teaching. So like what I do is I don't always mean to, but I just got a glimpse of this woman kind of like she was dirty, kind of like she looked like she had an old timey dress on that had dust on it.
Right.
And she just was kind of very thin. And yeah, I just saw her in my mind's eye, but it's almost sometimes like even in some of my investigation videos, it's like I can see a overlay in the image. I can see a overlay with my eyes. And sometimes I see them like fully 3D, but that's very rare. But it's literally like taking the transparency when you're doing like an image for social media or something and just turning down the transparency. And they're there. You can see right through them.
Wow.
That's how I saw the woman. Yeah, in the picture. And she was just like depressed woman of the night. And then the cowboy guy is like he's not like, I wouldn't say demonic dark, but a descended. So for me, like descended human spirits, they can just kind of be, like you said, mischievous, trickster. They can try to like possibly push you out. Like, and that would be how I interpreted that energy. But it could be where they're making you feel like they feel too, because this is something I said in the chat too, everybody perceives energy a different way. You can perceive it through clear feeling in the body, which is clairsentience. You can perceive it through clairvoyancy, which is sight, and claircognizance, which is knowledge. You just know things, which is one of my strongest suits. But generally, we all perceive energy in different ways, and it comes in different pathways. So that's just the way it was for me. But whoever had that like panic attack feeling. So I have found through my work and just working with clients and myself that if you don't have any medical conditions and you're experiencing paranormal activity and you end up having like heart palpitations or like squeezing of the chest, like when I went into Bobby Mackey's back in June before they started tearing it down, that was the heaviest. It felt like my chest was going to crush. And that was 100% paranormal, but there's something dark there. But like panic attacks it's like, I call them spiritual attacks, and they try to make you freak out because they feed off that energy. So they can do that to feed. Yeah, I know that sounds wild, especially if somebody's hearing it for the first time, but you may find the more you go through and talk to more people, I guarantee somebody has had that happen before. And it can happen during sleep paralysis.
Yeah, it sounds like I had
you
it.
Might have.
Maybe. I've only had the sleep processing once, and that was when I was younger. But like the last paranormal investigation we did, like that is the first time I ever felt like heavy. Like when you would walk through that hallway to the kitchen and also to the back, it felt like something was clinging to your back every time you walked through there.
Oh, yeah. And they do that too. The energy, it comes into like your aura and stuff. And yes, they can do that as well. in every place is so fascinating doing paranormal investigations because every place is different. Like Bobby Mackey's was handled. I don't know how I'm going to top Bobby Mackey's. I was fortunate enough to go. But like going to St. Albans Asylum, you know, there was just so many shadow figures and other people that don't claim to be intuitive were seeing them. You know, it's just crazy. And when you get around intuitive people, sometimes it opens up your perspective to energy, and you can actually feel that energy a lot more because I don't know why it's like that, but I've noticed that too.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever need stuff to review, I'd love to hear your opinions on the stuff we've done. And it definitely sounds like we might be needing to make a trip to the East Coast to do a collab at some point, because I would definitely love to be able to do like an investigation with like kind of your insight on everything. Like we have Brian, we've had Noah on before, which Brian, I'm trying to get on the show. I think you guys would love hearing his stories. But yeah, I mean, I always love going because George and I kind of come at it from like the technical aspect, like the tools, the cameras and everything. But I feel like we're not as tapped in. Like we can feel things, like we can feel like when the energy's heavy or stuff like that, but we can't feel like how you can or like how Noah can and stuff like that.
Right. And I would love to help provide some clarity because that's what, I mean, even though I have like my own kind of team but I still connect and collab with other people, and I love doing that. So basically what I'm saying is, hell yeah, let's do it. If you come to the East Coast, let me know.
Or if you ever come to Vegas, I'll take you to that saloon and we can do a video there.
Would love to. I'm hoping to make it out west in 2025. I want to do like a little tour, and I have a bunch of people out there I want to meet, but hell yeah, let's do it. We can make it happen. But yeah, if y'all want me to stop, I don't want to take up too much time because my story might be a few more minutes.
We're good. No, I definitely, I mean, I've been cutting into your time, so I'm definitely not going to make you get off because I know we all want to hear more about the Annabelle story for sure. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be upset hearing more about that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, but yeah, I'm always happy to answer questions because I love helping people understand my perspective. It might not be everybody's perspective, and I understand that, but for clarity, I'm happy to help. But yeah, so Annabelle, we were at this place, headed to see Annabelle, New Market, Virginia. Didn't know I'm sleeping literally next to a Civil War museum. So I ended up seeing all this in my mind's eye. I had that panic attack. I was up all night. We ended up just leaving. And matter of fact, before we left, the neighbor next to us in the hotel room next to us, she come out. I was having me a smoke outside. And she's like, have y'all been hearing weird knocks? And I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, no, honey. I told her exactly what I did. And she was an elderly woman that was looking for housing, and the church was helping her. And I prayed with her and ended up saging her actual hotel room that morning before we left because I knew how bad it was in there. And I mean, Civil War, it's just it's hard because so many people passed away. There's so much emotions. And it's crazy. So we ended up moving on super early, didn't hardly get any sleep, wasted like $90 on the shitty hotel room, and finally made it to Connecticut that night. Fast forward a couple days, we finally go to the Paracon. So it was held at a nice hotel, and I got to meet Tony Spera. He's an interesting northern character. He's pretty cool. We got to see a few people talk, and then finally we got to see Annabelle. And I got to see several of the museum objects. Some of them had an energy resonance and some of them did not. And me and my fiance, V, were walking through, taking video. They let us video it and everything. But Annabelle, we just didn't feel anything at all. And I found that to be so odd. And I was second guessing if it was the real dog. Because, and I felt bad after, but I'm like, is this really Annabelle? All this talk. And, you just don't. If you ever meet the real Annabelle, because this was the stuff, you can go and see it. Everything that I have on my video is literally in the Warrens Museum now. Don't doubt Annabelle because I felt energy just next to the cage or the box. And the one thing that I learned after this was that, and I think I spoke about this, is the haunted objects, the entity's not always in the objects. It's just associated with that object. So when you make an energetic connection, which is a thought, an action, everything we do involves energy. Therefore, we can create energy threads. And once we get that kind of stuff in our mind and like think about it, that's why when you're thinking
Agreed.
about somebody, they call you, you're like sending out a beacon here.
Yep.
So that's kind
Wow.
of what I think happened with Annabelle. Yeah. And so
I would also just like to ask you if you feel like a doll like Annabelle being sent on like a tour like this and being shown off to, I would imagine, hundreds if not thousands of people often, if like a spirit like that would enjoy maybe exiting itself, and like if it is attached to the doll and it's in a room with a lot of energy, and depending on like how demonic it is it just attaching to maybe one person extremely heavy, or is it
like one person's emitting more of a strength or of a signal for it to latch onto,
right?
kind of
And
thing?
especially with a doll like that has had a lot of media and a lot of thoughts put into people's mind, like you were saying, like energy threads. So when you have something like that and it's easily able to connect with people because of the visual connection, I wonder if I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
It's very possible. I mean, it depends on a lot of things about the individual. Where are you at in that part of life? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you carrying around a lot of trauma? I've found 99% of the time paranormal cases are linked to some type of trauma. So it really depends on if you're totally open, like if you're super open to energy, and this stuff is fed. The only thing that I can say that I have found about haunted spirits that are haunted objects and spirits that are attached to them is that they come from this really dark, like the way that I see it is like this dark realm that's nothing but black because they can shapeshift. I know this sounds wild. I hear what's coming out of my mouth. I promise.
No, keep going.
Yeah, no,
but like,
definitely keep going.
It's just like, okay, good. Because I know it sounds a little crazy, but like this black cloud, this realm that just that has energy in it that can like shapeshift and manifest. So even though there's one entity potentially, like the main entity attached to that doll, because if you get like another haunted object, sometimes those haunted objects don't like each other because of the energy. But in this case, there's always like minions. It can create multiple threads because they're multiple dimensional. So yes, there can be people that are more heavily affected, but through time, it's the people that have disrespected Annabelle. And the telepathy, people were talking about that in the chat. Like, that's how you communicate with the spirit realm, is through telepathy. Right. So, like, even those thoughts, these entities have the ability to read our thoughts because our thoughts are energy, and our thoughts manifest in our aura. That's how some of these entities that are very powerful. And you have to think Annabelle gets all that attention. So yes, this entity has grown into a beast. Right. It was already a beast.
A demogorgon of sorts.
Demogorgon.
Hashtag Stranger Things.
You can, exactly. You could call it that, and it could be that in your nightmares. I know that sounds crazy, but they do. They just kind of come in a certain form, and being able to perceive its original form and get to the origin. The origin of a haunting is how you get rid of it. But yeah, so we doubted Annabelle, and kind of felt bad about it. Nope, don't doubt Annabelle. I mean, and don't mock Annabelle. Just respect. It's the biggest thing about darker things is even though you might not agree with darker things, that's fine. Just respect them. Respect is everything. But we leave to come home, and we are 45 minutes. It's like a 16-hour drive. Oh. I have chronic back pain, so I'm like dying to get home.
I'm a year into chronic back pain, and it's awful. I hate it.
It is. I'm so sorry. It is. I've been dealing with it for 10 years, but it gets better and it gets worse. So I'm many prayers to you, honey. But
thank you.
You're welcome. We're like 45 minutes from home. So we're back in NC. Okay. And I'm like hauling ass down the highway. It's 2:30 a.m. I'm hurting, but I'm feeling great because I'm like, oh my God, my own bed. And all of a sudden I'm in a rental car, and I'm in a rental car, and like at 70 miles an hour, I'm cresting a hill, and it's really strange. And I only had about a second to react. There were two perfectly spaced black boxes with metal prongs in the middle of the road that hit both. I hit them like at 70. I couldn't swerve. I couldn't do anything. I hit both of those boxes like head on, dead on. And as soon as I hit it in the rental car, the wheels just start whoa, 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 whoa. They're just wobbling. I knew I at least popped a tire. Oh no. We stop, we come to a stop. We didn't just pop a tire. We actually dented the rim on one of them.
Oh,
so
no.
It was just, luckily, yeah. And luckily it was just one. So that's great, right? Cool. So we pull over, and I left out an important part, but when we visited Ed and Lorraine Warren's grave, my fiance, me and him, and I've told the story, so he won't get upset, but 2 months prior, we make like jewelry terrariums, and we have in the past, and he wanted to make like a paranormal one, and he wanted to get graveyard dirt, but he did not understand the implications of doing that. And I had an argument with him. Yeah, I had an argument with him, and I'm like, you cannot do this, but he's grown, and I'm like, you're grown, you're going to make your own decisions, you're going to watch what happens.
Make your own
so
mistakes.
he ended up getting graveyard.
Why did he want to do it?
Just to make a terrarium. He wanted just to make like a little spooky terrarium. Like he didn't believe is what it is.
Oh,
he didn't believe.
He hadn't
Okay.
fucked around enough yet.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know if he like was like
Yeah.
hard on his, like he's like done it in the past, and he's like, you know, this is just the way I prefer.
Yeah.
I want it, but okay, good. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. No need to apologize. But yeah, so he decided he wanted to build like a terrarium. He thought it'd be really cool, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I like the idea, but it's dangerous. He's like, well, you know, he's an Aries. He's hard headed, but he learned that he fucked around and found out, and we got the spare out from the car, and the graveyard dirt spilt in the back seat, and I had refused, or in the back of the trunk, and I had refused to touch it. As soon as I put my hands on it, like, we started hearing noises in the woods, and then psychically I could hear cackling, and then we got surrounded by spirits as soon as I put my hands on that graveyard dirt. Now, the reason that I'm telling the story about the car and stuff is because if you know anything about Annabelle, people that have mocked her, doubted her, anything like that, they have gotten to some type of car accident on the way home. So not only did we have the graveyard dirt, we also, had that happen. And long story short, after I put my hands on it, I felt like we were going to be attacked, and he did too. And he's sensitive. And at that time he was sensitive, but not as strong as he is now. He's a little sensitive too. And we just felt the need to get out of there in a hurry. And I'm like, oh my God, you're putting this graveyard dirt back when we get to the next closest graveyard. And he was under there changing the tire. And I look up in front of the car, and I see this 10-foot tall white being, like a positive being. It's a good angel being.
Okay.
And I'm like,
redact.
yeah, I'm like, dude, get out. It still was scary. It's fine.
That's I swear,
yeah,
every time
so
I play it at the wrong time, I'm like, dude, it's still scary. It doesn't matter if it's sweet. Like, it's unexpected. It shocks you. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. And I just saw it, and I'm like, V, get out from under. And before I could even say get out from under the car, the jack fell on him. But it didn't. The car didn't fall on him. The jack fell, but I tried to get him away from the car. He was like an inch
terrifying.
away from getting
oh my God.
Yeah, it was bad.
And just to reiterate, what is the proximity of time from seeing the Annabelle doll?
20, maybe 24 hours, 28 hours, less than 48 hours. I'll put it to you that way. Day and a half, maybe. Yeah. So it was pretty bad. So, with the spiritual experiences, can I say it was directly from Annabelle? I'm not going to say it was exactly because of Annabelle, but seeing the spirits, us feeling the weird shit. This was the day after Halloween, taking the graveyard dirt, seeing this big benevolent white being that was there to warn me and protect us from whatever had been brought back with us. Needless to say, he's like, oh my God, how do I fix this? I said, okay, so I've got black tourmaline, sage, quartz in the car. I was ready to go. I had all my spiritual shit, because I'm a spiritual girly. I said, We're going to go to the graveyard near our house because we sure as fuck ain't driving back to Connecticut right now. So we're going to go to this graveyard, and you're going to go put this dirt back in this graveyard. You're going to put these stones on it, and you're going to ask for forgiveness and tell them you're sorry. I said, this shit ain't coming home with us. Needless to say, all that happened. He learned, his lesson, and yeah, that was kind of as quick as I could tell my Annabelle story, but I really wanted to share it with you guys.
That's one that I'm glad we took the time for, because that is What a story. That's quite a story.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that is the definition of.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No,
It's
definitely.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know I do have a lot of stories just because I work in this industry. And, you
Right.
know, I've told this story before on my podcast and stuff. And it's like me looking back on it, it's still kind of like, what the hell to me too, even though I'm the one that's lived it. So I don't know if that's trauma, but I guess, you know, gotta find out. If I'm teaching other people about the paranormal, I have to experience it too.
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you so much.
Of course.
I really appreciate
Thank
you
for your
calling in.
call,
Yeah,
yes.
and definitely like I would really, and don't feel like you have to, because you don't have to at all. But I would definitely be so interested to hear what you guys have to say if you were to ever just review any of our stuff. Just because like there's another show that I'm friends with. They're called Myths and Mysteries in Black and White, and they are a cryptid podcast in the UK, but they also do some paranormal investigations, and they've reviewed some of our ghost hunts. And it's just, I don't know, it's interesting to hear other people's perspective on it, but let alone somebody who is, you know, as inclined as you are in this world. So I just think it would be very interesting to hear.
Absolutely. And you know what? I was honestly thinking about it because I'm all about supporting other content creators, and
Same.
I would love to. So I'll talk to Emily, the Fine Art Medium, which is the co-host of my podcast.
Okay.
And then me and her will probably get that on the list. It might be about 3 weeks to a month, but yeah.
Whenever you
would
get to
love
it, you
to
get
do
to
it.
it. Yeah, absolutely. And then, like I said, if you ever make it down here to Vegas, like, let me know ahead of time, and I'll see if we can get maybe we can film a little collab YouTube video. But definitely, I would take you to the Pioneer and maybe even the house. Like, it might be like if you're here for a weekend, it might be a double header weekend where we take you to the saloon and then the house, which is the episode we just released, because they're about 2 minutes apart from each other.
Oh, heck yeah. That would be great. I've been to Vegas twice, and that place is creepy enough. So let's fucking go. If I come, I will definitely let you know.
Definitely let me know. And I mean, the chat is saying that they want to see it too. So, and it's going to be a star-studded cast. We're going to have Noah there. We're going to have you there, myself, George, probably Brian. It'll be good. So, I mean, definitely let me know. And then for sure, we'll let you know if we're ever heading over to the East Coast, especially, you know, the more southern area of the East Coast, because I think that would be
100%. And you can always reach me on TikTok. You follow me. Our Appalachian Nightmare is my paranormal investigation channel. And y'all,
yeah.
Calls from Beyond followed us. So you can
that's
reach
me.
me there if y'all are coming out. Yep.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, well, now we have you here too. So it'll be a thing where you're going to call in and I'm going to be like, guess what?
4747. All right.
That sounds great.
Thank you so much for calling, and we really appreciate it. You have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in the chat.
All right, y'all too. Bye.
What a crazy way to start the calls off. That's and here's the thing is, like, I know normally we kind of you know, keep the calls kind of short on time just because we want to get to everybody. But that was quite, like, how many people have an Annabelle story?
Yeah, and she went into a good amount of detail. We asked the right questions, I feel. I was like, why did he do that? Like what was the honest explanation as to why you take the dirt from? And it's like,
I feel like that's how horror movies start.
Whoa. Literally, bro. At that moment, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
I think, but it could have been the doll who said, take this dirt.
Yeah. Oh, also definitely send your stories to the Black Cauldron stories@gmail.com. I know she's working on a video. She just needs more stories. So definitely send those to her. Because she's trying to work on a video for you guys about all these sorts of stories. But yeah, so I mean, are we starting to get some callers in?
We got one more caller in. I mean, I think it's just fair to say, like, I mean, people, this is the night of all nights to call in and just, you know, add to the community, share your spooky stories. This the one comment that I like to see a lot is, you know, this helps people get through the long workday.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
We know how much you know, the stories mean to people. So call in. This is the time. But right now, we have a person who joined via the link, which I appreciate. Chana Graham or Mrs. Graham. If you want to unmute yourself, you're more than welcome to turn your video on if you'd like to. I have it set up currently, so but that is our next caller.
Hi, my name is Shania. I've been a fan of the show for a while.
Shania. Nice.
Yeah,
Glad you're able
Shania.
to call in.
I've been wanting to call in for a while, but I've just been real nervous.
That's okay. I mean, you know what we always say: the nervous ones always have the heat.
Okay, so a little I don't know what it is, my family, but we get like downloads through dreams. Like when I was younger, my mom had a dream about our next door neighbor getting shot, and then he ended up dying by the police.
Wow.
But it was crazy. Like just the way she had the dream is exactly the way it happened. But the story I came on here today was, so last year my baby father's grandmother had passed away. So while she was in the hospital on life support, I had a dream that we were in the hospital, me and my baby father. And I told him in the dream, like, it's time. And he was shaking his head like, no, like, this can't be the time. The clock hit like 3:45. Then I felt like this spirit go through my chest, and it was so strong, like it was a big ball of light just going through me. And I'm sitting here in the dream, like, this feels too real. I was like really disturbed because at the time I wasn't that spiritually aware. But after I had come to find out, his grandmother had already had three heart attacks in the hospital.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. That was like, that must have been when she had passed away, and she had let me know through spirit, like, she's gone. Then later on, it was like a while. It was crazy. A while after her funeral, I seen her in a dream. It was like I was letting her talk to her family. And then after that, she left, and she was telling me like somebody in the family is going to get sick.
Wow.
So yeah, so then come find out later on, his mom had some issues with her kidneys. Like, she was really sick for a while, and I was like, this is crazy.
And this is all coming through the dreams and
Through the dreams, which is really strange.
I mean, the one question I had for the first part of your call, when you mentioned the time being 3:45, like sequencing, were those numbers like ever present beforehand, or did 3:45 signify anything to
It was
you?
just like a clock in the room. Like, we just looked up at the clock, but it wasn't much information given to me, like, about the times when it happened. So I'm thinking that might have been the time that she actually passed away, and not when they took her off life support.
Got it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's extremely intense.
Yeah, and it's super interesting to hear that perspective of it as well, because usually we hear of like, oh, I thought it was going to happen, but you have like a vivid, like even like a time of when it happened. That's even crazier.
Yeah, it was like, I remember the dream so vividly. Like, I was in the moment, like I was really experiencing it, but I knew I was having a dream, which was strange.
Yeah, no, once it gets like super real, there's only one time that I've had something similar to this, where my dad, he was about to get a gastric bypass surgery, and I had a dream that he ended up in the hospital, and the dream, like, there was doctors and there was a lot of rushing and there was a great deal of movement, and I remember like telling my parents about this, or telling my mom about it. I didn't tell my dad. And then it ended up happening. There was something that went wrong with the gastric bypass surgery, and he ended up being rushed to the hospital. And at that moment in time, yeah, it's crazy when I don't know, how old were you when you were having these dreams? Because like for me, I was probably like 10, 11.
I've had no, I had a couple of strange dreams when I was younger, but this was last year when I was
Oh, this is
21.
recent.
Yeah, this is recent.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. So we lived in this house where the owner mother had passed away.
Mm.
And I was probably about 12 around this time. I was experiencing a lot of like spiritual stuff in the house, and my mother wasn't believing me until it had been some times that I would like get dragged down the steps.
What?
And
Wow.
yes, I'll be walking down the steps, casually walking down the steps, and then get to the last 3 steps and then go do. I was like it happened like clockwork when nobody was around, and I was just scared. Then there was a time I told my mom like, I just seen a guy sit on the couch, but when I came back, he was gone.
Oof. Mm. Oof.
And then I happened to see somebody walking outside, so I immediately told my mother and my father at the time, and they went to go look outside. They like, don't see the guy you talking about. I was like, he was definitely just in our yard.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's because you probably saw him like as vivid as any person you would normally see, right?
Yeah, like I was describing him to him like he has a headband on, a jacket. They like, we don't see nobody outside, so I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like,
They're like, I promise
yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm seeing this.
Yeah, I'm really seeing this.
Wow. And so are you still in this house now, or are you no longer living there?
No, we're no longer living there. We moved a couple of years ago.
Okay. And so obviously, I mean, you had that dream last year, but would you say that type of activity has stopped since you moved?
Yeah, I haven't really had any activity. Like my grandmother lives with me now, but she said something about she think there's a man in here. She keeps saying a man every night coming to her room.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, that's really strange.
Kind of alarming.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
do you guys often share stories about spirituality like this to like kind of try to piece things together?
Yeah, we do. And then another thing that
Should
confirmed
get
it
her on
for
the
me.
line. I don't know if she would be willing to share a story, but that would be
yeah,
interesting.
that's a crazy story as well. I mean, but the stories you're telling us are still
are
pretty crazy, but not in like a you're crazy, but like in a just like a they're pretty like I don't even know how to describe it. It's
well, it's the vivid, it's dream downloading, and you said it's something that ran through your family at the very beginning, so it's just something that I don't know. I feel like you guys probably have a strong bond in that.
Yeah, I heard it's something with the women in our family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but since my grandmother has told me that she's seen somebody in here, my son has been telling me like he's seen a man too. He's like, "Mommy, there's a ghost right there." I said, "Huh?"
Excuse me?
I said, "Excuse me?" Yeah, the other day he was looking down the hallway. There's no lights on. It's not nothing down there that could look like a person. He said, "Mommy, he's coming." I said, "Who's coming?"
What? Oh no! Oh no!
I was like, "Yeah, you can talk to whoever it is. I'm going in my room."
I'm not putting up with that tonight. I agree with you on that. That's terrifying to hear. How old is your little one?
He's 3.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, they're not just saying things to say things.
They say things. Yeah, I'm like, where would you even get that from?
Just watching too much Calls from Beyond. That's oh man, but thank you for calling in. Those are some pretty those are some good stories.
Yes.
Those are some really good stories.
Keep us updated on this man situation.
Yeah, call up again
and don't
back
be nervous
next week.
to call in.
Yeah, don't be nervous. That was really
awesome.
Tremendous. We really appreciate you calling in. Call us back next week, and if you have any updates with like your grandmother and your son seeing the man, because that's really I don't want to say it's scary, but it's interesting.
Okay, so the house that we live in, like before they rebuilt it, it was a couple of like cars that crashed into the house. So I'm thinking it might have been somebody from one of them accidents, because they said people frequently crash into this house.
That's alarming that they frequently crash into the house, but I can see that being potentially what what they may be seeing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, that's crazy.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. Don't be nervous to call in next week or in the future at all if you ever have a update with that. We definitely want to hear. But I just want to say thank you again for calling in. I'm glad we were able to hear your stories.
All right, thanks for having me.
Of course. You have a great rest of your night.
You
Two. I'm sorry. All right.
That was, whew.
Yeah.
So just like, okay, thankfully, like my son has never said that, but if my son looked at me and was like, "Daddy, the man's coming," I'd be like, first of all, I'm airing out that hallway.
Oh, I know, Austin. As a parent, this is just the things that I'm not looking forward to, and this is, it really, I think it's just all based on your inputs at a very young age, and if your family is very spiritually inclined, I just feel it naturally rubs off on you, and like in fictional books, like I was never surrounded around that, and that's why we attack it from more so, or at least I do. I would say you do as well. The scientific perspective of what we're able to achieve with the tools that we have.
Yeah.
But for certain people, and it's not saying that not everybody can dive into it. Like, I mean, I literally told a story about my dad's dream, and bro, that thing was, at the time, I remember my mom saying, like, I know it's weird for me to say it, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I feel like this is
George.
But she was
I
like,
know about it, but
maybe,
you've never like publicly
like,
shared this.
Maybe you have something, and I was
like, basketball?
No.
You were like, I'm be open, Mom.
No, it was like, if I could like predict dreams, or like what's going to happen in my dreams, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
somewhat inclined in that department, but this was something that it happened, and it hasn't happened since. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love for it to happen again, I would love to be able to, I mean, well, that was a really bad situation. I would like to dream good situations. Manifestation.
Yeah, no, I mean,
anybody have dreams about like uber success? Call in, tell us about it.
Let us know if you have
like no spooky dream, like the spiritual world was just treating you the right way.
They call in and they're like, yeah, I manifested that I would become the Wolf of Wall Street. It's just Jordan Belfort. And I did.
I want to hear about your dreams. Like, what did that look like? I was like riding a lobster the size of Texas. I don't know. Through the multiverse.
Well, all right. So the call line is looking a little thin right now. So make sure you call in. It's a great night to get your stories in. I know Noah is still listening, so it's not like, and I mean, we want to hear your stories too. I mean, this is we're definitely trying to make sure that you guys understand, and you guys do. I mean, but we're trying to really emphasize it. Like, the show is the show, whether I'm here or whether it's just Noah, or whether it's just me. Like, the show is going to go on, and we're doing it. We want you guys to be a part of it. But so, I mean, we could look at some creepy videos. I could find something for us to, look at.
I had a freaking the New Market, Virginia pulled up, where I think our first caller had referred to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's take a look at that.
But I couldn't find any spooky videos. I think I just typed in haunted, and it's like, there's a whole bunch of Halloween stuff.
Yeah, you get the stock.
You know how Google is.
Yeah, it's like, I want
spooky, and they're like,
here's a pumpkin.
Halloween. Here's a jack-o'-lantern in New Haven or wherever. New Market. Haunted. I guess you just got to type in TikTok because exploring haunted Virginia Museum paranormal activity.
Yeah, I would just maybe be careful with some of those videos, because there was one time where we were reacting to a Sam and Colby video, and in the moment we were talking about it, the YouTube was like, you need to stop showing this, or we're going to take you this video down. And it was in real time. It wasn't like an after the fact, because most of the time you can watch stuff and it won't flag it immediately. But with them, they when you got that many subscribers, you can pull your weight.
Facts.
When you've got millions, yeah.
Oh, I could pull up the clip of Amy Tripp, the astrologer that was on
Yeah. Let's take a look at that.
Misunderstood.
Which is a show George produces.
Just give me one sec here to pull that up. But she was able to predict the day that Joe Biden stepped down, as well as...
Speaking of, there's an election, or there's a debate going on right now, which some people are saying they would rather watch us, which thank you.
Come on now. I mean, this is... we're going to teeter on the debate with this clip, but it is an astrologer giving a detailed explanation as to why she is choosing this result.
Right. Angel just said, people be like, your dream means something. And she goes, my dreams are I am riding a unicorn in the sky with me a cat. My dreams are always apocalyptic.
Can I not use
and I hate
Instagram
without logging in?
Yeah.
No, I think you have to log in.
It's not cool, man.
You might not want.
I might want.
Is that Stephanie?
Yeah.
Our friend Stephanie Strange?
It is our friend Stephanie.
Who hopefully one day will be coming on the show to join us. I was just talking with her earlier today. Told her the invite is always open to come be on the show. She is a psychic medium. I think she's a clairaudient, but she's been on the Bizarre Junkie show before.
Okay, I got it here.
Okay, all right. Well, let's take a look at this. Wow, those clips look
Amy
great.
Tripp is here today. In 2020, she predicted that Joe Biden would drop out of the presidential race on July 21st, which is exactly what happened. And then in 2022, she predicted that Donald Trump, that he would win the election before he even got in the presidential race. Let's get right into who you think is going to.
Wow. I know you guys in the chat are understanding that. It's a foreign language to me.
Dog, trust me. I was engineering this podcast, and I was like, and I was looking at the charts, and I was trying to make the best.
You're trying so hard.
You really do. Okay, we're logical people, okay, bro. If you're handed a chart and they start telling you certain planets and stuff, you over time would be able to decipher the code,
right?
Correct. Like I feel even without like context table and tools or an index to explain what is going on here. But anyways, no, a glossary. It would be a glossary.
A glossary. Okay.
Yeah, where you get all the terms and definitions. I feel like I'd be able to understand it then. But that she said that Trump was going to win the debate based on
the debate that's happening right now.
Correct.
Anybody keeping tabs who's winning?
I mean, can you imagine if there was a score at the end?
There's like
the Republicans dominated the Democrats 24-14.
They kept them out of the pocket the whole time.
Donald Trump with 4 sacks, 4 touchdowns.
Who do I think is going to win? The corporations, because that's who always wins. Doesn't matter.
We have another caller if we don't want to hop into politics.
We do have another caller? Yeah, let's absolutely get a caller.
Here we go. 5713.
5713.
*6 to unmute yourself.
Kamala got too many ops. I feel that.
5713. *6 to unmute yourself.
TikTok, I just posted. The guy commented. Oh,
caller.
Hello, caller.
Well, hello, George and Austin.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
I am doing good. I'm a little nervous, getting ready to ask the little one. Don't know what,
You are like kind of like the main event right now. You're kind of like main event fight right here. Like people are looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm nervous to see what's gonna come out of his mouth. But yeah, I had to get them ready for bed and let them finish arguing. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting ready to ask, but let me pull up a picture in the other phone. I also had to send me a picture. I feel so bad. I should have a picture of my grandma, but
yeah, if you want to share that with us, which you
picture.
don't have to, but if you want to send it into callsfrombeyond@gmail.com, we can show it on the stream.
Okay, let me see. Let's do this. I should have had this pulled up, but
You're
had
okay.
to let the dog outside, stop brother and sister from arguing.
Hey, I get it. I get it. I just got a text that the dogs at my house just got into a bag of leftover watermelon that was sitting on top of the trash can. So they're in outside timeout right now.
Okay. Okay. Scroll to the picture. I want to pull the picture up before I just ask him about his dream.
So just to kind of let everybody who may not know, this caller, it's Keisha, correct?
That's correct.
You have called in before to let us know about your son who has shown traits of being reincarnated, of being of this earth before probably most of us. And some of the things he has said are crazy, like in a like a what did he say kind of way. And
the
so
one,
you last week
he said this is when he woke up one time he said, "Is this the real world?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "No, this isn't the real world. It's not 4D. This is 3D." I said, "Wait."
He's playing chess while we're playing checkers. Whoa. That's all right then. Well, I'm excited for this. People in the chat are saying they're getting their popcorn ready. This is we're all excited for Noah. I don't know if you can hear us, Noah, but I think you might need to call in right now and be a part of this one. This is going to be good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. Seriously. Right when you need a picture, huh?
It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Yeah, so I mean, you were telling us last week you were going to see if you could get him to answer some questions. We don't have to share his name or anything like that. We want to make sure.
And I'm not going to give too much information, like Noah said. Just ask like a general question because I don't want to try to feed him.
Yeah, we're not leading the witness here.
Oh my goodness.
This is a testimony in a major trial. George is the judge. I guess I am the prosecution.
We are ready.
And it just popped up. Okay, I'm getting ready to. Where did you say that Gmail. CallsFromBeyond.
At gmail.com. Yes. Oh, Noah is listening in. Okay, so she's tuned. I don't know. Yeah, everybody's saying they're ready. Everybody's calling him Little Unk. Little Unk.
I'm sorry. This is hilarious. Okay. Okay, share Gmail. Okay, I'm typing in your email now. Oh, left the N out. Beyond at Gmail.
I'm actually buzzing right now. I'm excited for this. This is gonna be good.
But y'all know what they say. Kids say the darndest thing. That's why I'm nervous over here.
I have a 6-year-old. I 100% understand because sometimes I'll be talking to him and he'll say things and I'm like, what did you just say to me?
Okay, great grandma. Just putting it in the subject. Okay, hit send. Okay, all of it. I'm getting ready to head into their bedroom.
Okay. George, do we have like walkout like announcer?
No, I mean like I thought about it. That's why I laid the bed.
Okay. George is standing right now. That's how hyped he is. He's standing. He's Pat McAfeeing it right now. He's ready. We're excited for this.
I may have been sitting literally all day, so I must.
Oh, the email came in.
Let me make sure the volume. Okay, I got the volume up. Hey,
Okay.
big boy, you ready? You ready for bed? Okay. We can make the blanket for it in just a second. Let me ask you a question, okay? Have you had any interesting dreams lately? Any dreams with me and you in it or anything?
Me and it was almost like me in the Amazing World of Gumball.
What?
With you.
Seriously?
But instead of being a cat, I was also a fish.
Really?
A catfish?
Seriously?
Catfish?
Is that a dream that you had recently, or is it because you just been looking at that?
That's the dream I had recently.
Okay. You know to be careful what you look at before you go to bed. Wait a minute, big girl. So any other dreams or anything?
Did we lose? Oh, she's here.
Oh, me being in the dinosaur age.
Oh,
You know, the people that there are actually many of them, and they're alive.
okay.
On Mars.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not laughing at you, big boy, but okay. All right. Y'all can head on into the bed. Oh my God. Just scoot over. I'll give you some more, baby. You know, let me show you a picture of see if this person looks familiar to you, okay? Come over here. Okay, baby. There you go. Here. Have you seen this person before?
No. I'm afraid not.
Okay, she doesn't look familiar. Okay. All right. All righty then. Do you remember the dream you told me the other day about the picnic? Who did you have the picnic with? Do you remember that dream? Baby girl. Hey, do you remember the dream you told me the other day about the picnic you had?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? What was that dream?
I can't remember what I said.
Oh, it's just messing with them. Okay, y'all going to get in. Oh, no, you did not. Oh, my gosh.
She just did this.
Okay, get in the bed. Oh, my gosh. That's not funny. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let me excuse myself.
Yes,
You're all good.
Baby girl
dear
just
motherly
got
thing.
Yeah, feel free to call back. We'll punch you back in.
Okay, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Of course. No, thank
Okay.
you for that. That was so that was interesting. That second dream was yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I always wonder, you know, like if they feel they sense it, you know, so they don't want to show it.
Maybe. Yeah, it's like a thing where it's like, but like the fact that they said, you know, the dinosaur age and there's still a lot of them. Like that was wow.
Yeah. I guess I could be like 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely everything is circumstantial. You can't not think that when you put your kids in like certain situations that it's not going to like rub off on them, or you won't be able to like sense something that's coming from them, and that's
right.
Especially when the like with the photos.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like it's definitely a thing where like maybe he sensed like I'm not gonna show my hand.
Yeah, that's it. They can feel like when it's being pried. They just need to go about it on their own.
Yeah, like maybe it's a thing where she can upload like an audio of just him going on about one of them. But still, either way, like that was still really cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
we're greatly appreciative.
Yeah, no, that's awesome that we were able to get that. I mean, hey,
yeah,
we were able to get that live on the show. I mean, that's all thanks to you guys. I mean, I'm really appreciative of you guys. That was the dinosaur dream was crazy in a good way. Like the dinosaur age. People in the Darren said, you know, he's gonna say something right before he goes to bed, and then the Sky says, right, Darren, he knows he got heat on him tonight.
Yeah, dude. He should have said, I'm kind of nervous to tell you.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, I don't know. That dinosaur dream is getting me. That was pretty cool to hear Because like here's the thing, like my kid loves dinosaurs, but he doesn't talk about dinosaurs like that. Like there's a different articulation with that.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's seen a thing or two.
He's been there.
He's been there.
He knows there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're still there.
There's still we have chickens. You know what's crazy is you eat chicken, okay? Chickens are technically dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But they cut them into dinosaur shapes. So you're eating dinosaur-shaped dinosaurs.
That's deep. That's deep.
Have you ever thought about that? You're eating dinosaur-shaped dinosaurs.
That's kind of like cool though at the same time.
I think what other animal can you do that with?
But
you can't eat cow-shaped cow.
It wasn't all dinosaurs. It is a specific type of dinosaur.
All right, hold on.
It is a pterodactyl.
Is that?
Pterodactyl into bird.
Dinosaur
bird into chicken.
Did chickens...
What came first?
Evolve?
The pterodactyl or the egg? That's the real question.
No, they evolved from a group of two-legged dinosaurs called theropods, which also included the Tyrannosaurus rex and velociraptors. But they are believed to have descended from smaller theropods, not the huge ones.
I should have known that. Little T-Rex arms.
Yeah, no, I mean, wow. Where else on YouTube right now do you have people calling in with stories like that and being able to like hear? Yeah,
being able to hear a kid who's a potential reincarnate. Yeah, like that's the type of heat that is brought on this show weekly, and I'm not exaggerating, people. It's the truth. It's the truth.
No, I know you're probably because you just posted in the Discord that food. Damn, what is that? That plate looks good. You got some dumplings. We got an AirPod case, quintessential.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like
dumplings.
A meat of some kind, a vegetable of some kind, something. Who just subscribed?
Subscription. Oh, it's in the left corner. Put that there.
Oh no, Keisha just became a member.
Keisha,
I think that was who just called in. So thank you so much for that. We greatly appreciate it. Enjoy all of the extra content you get, like the bonus episodes. There's a
whole bunch of it.
The bonus episode that's coming out this week, I got a little vulnerable for you guys. Okay,
Yeah,
I got pretty vulnerable.
He opened up.
I opened up. I regret it.
But all regrets are, I guess, valid on this channel.
Are they? Who do we have in the? We have somebody in the.
That's Keisha.
Oh, okay. You want to let her back in?
Keisha, are you? Did you put the kids down?
Where are the kids? Are they?
Let's discuss what just happened. I think she knows. Star 6 to unmute yourself whenever you're ready, Keisha. Caller, you're in the room. Keisha, you're in the room.
Oh, okay. Did, like I said, say the darnest thing. Because now y'all not going to believe me. The other day when I asked him, well, what did you dream about? Did you ever dream about me and you? He said, yeah. And I know I should have waited till he woke up or something. He was like, yeah, me and you were having a picnic with the ancestors. I said, the ancestors? For real?
Okay.
And when he says his prayers at night, he always prays for the ancestors. I mean, that's cool. That's my sign to get my ancestral altar, go ahead and move forth with that. But then we get to talking about dinosaurs and Mars. So yes, the people in the chat are so right. He felt the heat. He felt the pressure.
Yeah, he was like, Mom, you trying to get, you know too much.
I sense the heat is on me.
That was still cool though. The dinosaur dream was really cool to hear about because like I have a 6-year-old, he loves dinosaurs, but he doesn't articulate any dreams about dinosaurs like that.
But he's not even a dinosaur fan. He hasn't even gone through a dinosaur phase. None of that phases him. He likes tennis, golf, and doing robot type stuff. So dinosaurs, like, seriously? I don't know.
Hey, you can't hide it. Can't hide it. That's okay. I think what you should do next time, and totally, if you're comfortable with this, there's no obligation to do this, but maybe you can like just do an audio recording of the next time he tells you something, and you can send it to the Gmail, and we can hear it on the show. Because it sounds like he was definitely holding back something.
Yes, the way he was looking around the room, like, So yes, I think I would do that. Oh my gosh, you just put water. Oh my gosh, baby girl, just go lay down now. Oh my.
Aren't kids great?
Why are you so good? Man, it's too late for this. It is too late for this.
They said, not only are you going to not get the story, we're going to make a mess too.
Oh my gosh, you would not believe what they just did with the baby powder to the point that her hair is white.
Oh,
so
no.
She just came in the bathroom. Yes. She said, oh, I just washed the baby powder out, and then her hair is soaking wet. I said, just lay down. She said, how? So you know your hair is too wet. Seriously?
How?
The baby powder in the
I'd
hair.
rather deal with the dogs they got into the bag of watermelon. Like, come on, man.
Right. Austin's got little problems. Like the baby powder in the hair is a serious issue. Actually,
That is actually the dogs with the watermelon. All right, whatever. They're just gonna have the shits later, but.
But I am going to do that. I'm going to do an audio, and now that I have you all's email, and like I said, the best time to do it is when he's just woken up.
Yeah, it's fresh out of the dream.
Yeah, he's more tapped in then. So I'll definitely do it because I was ready. I wanted my popcorn too. Like, damn, tell me about my grandpa. Come on, I've been waiting to dream about it, and the dream was all about y'all being introduced. What you got to tell me? But got the curveball with the dinosaur, so it's cool.
That was still interesting, though. I mean, I still feel like that's a win. Don't you think? I mean, that was a good dream. The way he expressed that dream does not make me feel like it's kids being kids.
Well, yeah, especially since he doesn't talk about dinosaurs. He has no interest in dinosaurs. So tell me it's a bunch of them on Mars. I'm like, sure.
There's a reason why we haven't really been to Mars. I mean,
now that part, yes.
It's because there's velociraptors running around up there.
Seriously, so you just gonna stand in front of the fan and just sneeze? Wow.
I've done that before.
I guess I see how my night is getting ready to go.
Yeah, just buckle up. You're entertained. That's funny to me. Sneezing in front of a fan is hilarious. that is ultimate comedy. I'm sorry.
It's it's a little messed up, but it's even funnier if it's like pointed at you and he sneezes to the side of it, so it's just like urban bio warfare.
Yeah.
He's like, guess what, Mom? Now you got the flu.
If I'm ever all right. If I'm ever single again.
Thank you guys for allowing me to tap in. I'm glad I was finally able to become a member because I felt whoever that was in the chat that said, "Come on, paycheck," because I had to wait for mine.
Hey, I understand 1,000%.
Feel that.
And you guys just watching is all the support already. This is just bonus, so we really appreciate that. That's why we give you guys bonus content for that. If you ever want to skip the line again, it's now only $5 for you instead of $10 to skip the line. So we do try to cut you a little break there. But thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, and George, you're funny. I heard that SpongeBob in the background.
SpongeBob. Oh, I know. I was blowing the horn. This is a SpongeBob.
Oh, I thought someone said 3 years. Yeah.
Did I hit that one?
Oh, he might have hit that one.
I may have accidentally hit that one. That would have been. That's.
Oh.
I'm glad you found that funny. I would have found that very rude. I'm glad.
Keisha's got a good sense of humor. It's
yeah,
okay.
you do. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you guys, and I'm ready to hear more stories from all of the other guests because this has been a good night, entertaining but good night.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you calling in. I know everybody was so hyped for it, and we're really glad you were able to. I would say we're always going to be ready if you ever decide to call in again and ask them, or if you have if you ever send it in, we'll wait till you call in to hear it.
Okay, no problem, because I'm definitely within the next few days gonna make sure I ask when he wakes up so I can send that audio in.
Yeah, definitely do that, and then we'll wait for you to call in, and we'll hear it together with you, and you can kind of explain it a little more, because I think that would be very interesting.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. You have a great rest of your night, and hey, stay strong with them kids.
don't make me cry. Okay, thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye. George, I tried to admit that is for sneezing into the fan.
Yeah, dude. I did say I was like, if I was single again, and then she started talking, so I didn't want to like hit him with the punchline. And then Cameron texted me and she said, if you were single again with the with the eye looking emoji, like, what the fuck were you about to say? And I was gonna say, if I would put in my dating profile, I will at some point in time sneeze directly on you. And I will find it very funny. And if you can't deal with that, then this is never gonna work.
Dude, my little one sneezes on me all the time. He also he'll lay on top of me, we're just vibing, and you just hear like brr.
Oh
He
my
just
God.
let one rip on you. And he goes,
excuse me. That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
The sneezing right in the fan is definitely like one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Like,
it's funny because I'm a dark person, and that's bio warfare. Like, especially like you pointed at your mom.
Wow.
Oh, here, mom, here's a fan.
Achoo. If you sneeze behind it and it
Yeah,
just like
it just
shoots
sucks
through.
it up. And you're like, damn, I've been feeling the sniffles for a couple of days. Let me pass this on.
Fans are cool. I like fans.
You ever have an album into the mixtape? Into
Yeah.
the fan?
I would hit him with a do you believe
Do the share.
Yeah. I would do that with the fan.
Oh man. Yeah, call lines are open right now. So definitely if you want to tell us your story, definitely feel free to call in. If you're just joining us, Noah is in the chat and she's listening. And she may call in again. But she's in Miami. She out there doing Mrs. Worldwide. Like Pitbull, but cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, relaxing.
She definitely deserves to be able to relax. I mean,
Eating some dumplings. You said, did she bring the kids, bro? Come on now, dude. Your kids are grown.
I was just,
Kids are grown. They take care of them, and then boom, you're out there living like a lavish person. That's what they do. That's what they do, Mr. Fresh.
Jacinda said, my nephews will let one rip and then turn and smile at me. That's comedy. That's peak. That's how it starts. That's how you really I guarantee Richard Pryor started off by doing that.
Yeah. Of course. That's how all comedians are born. Because then they're conditioned like, oh, I made people laugh. Now, if you are berated for farting, like, can you imagine if you were like, no, Rowan, we do not fart on people? Like,
I mean, I don't, but mom sometimes does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know you got to do it. You can't always just be lax about it.
Noah says, Lacey says, excuse me, my 4-year-old says, I farted. It's like announcing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that when you get the new TV and voice dictations on and every move you make is announced.
Left, up, down. Channel select. I farted.
It's a human version of it.
Yeah, man. The kids are crazy.
I mean,
Noah says they're a scam, but I love my kid.
You got to put them to work early. I think we've lost those values in America.
Rowan carries groceries in now.
No. I mean, literally. Earning the family's rent.
Yeah, is 6 too early?
I mean, no. I think this is America shifted. We used to have a lot of kids that would work immediately, and that's why there'd be 13 of them.
Well, yeah, because you'd have them run the farm.
No need for employees. When
no
you have
need
family
for employees,
and you're taking care of everything. It's kind of miserable, I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely. Phone lines are open. Feel free to call in with your stories. We're here for about another hour. We want to hear your guys' stories. But yeah, no, I mean, the dinosaur dream was pretty cool. I'm curious. Go ahead, George.
What was the last time you dreamed about dinosaurs?
I can't remember. Last time I dreamt about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I can't either. Maybe I was about to tell her to watch Land of the Lost.
Let him be like, I lived through that.
Yeah, Land of the Lost, time travel. There's dinosaurs in it. Put that on for him and see if it resonates. Then ask him what his dreams were the next morning.
No leading the witness, George. Come on.
No, there is leading the witness. As a parent?
I mean, I guess. I get that.
Somewhat. You guide them.
Shaman say, at least make enough to pay for their smart device. For real.
Yeah.
For real. My cats sleep so good knowing they don't have to pay rent.
I mean, I look at my cat every day and I just wish I was reincarnated as a cat that
It's
lived
so
at,
easy.
at a house. Yeah. I don't want to live in a pound, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that. Is that in the cards for you if you were to be reincarnated, or do you want to be a dinosaur?
I mean, because being reincarnated, isn't it just within the current timeline, or at that point, are we all bets off? Like, I'm gonna go be Abraham Lincoln.
I don't
and
think
shot.
you can go back into a specific timeline and be reincarnated. Well, huh? Is that the way it's truly interpreted? Is that reincarnation would be in the same timeline that
I don't
you
know.
exist in?
This is making my head hurt.
Well, if you are like, okay, what if you're reincarnated as a person?
Right. You guys definitely know more about this. Please chime in the comments. Let us know what we're wrong about, because I am not the expert.
Yeah.
And that I would like to think you could reincarnate, but I don't know at the same time. There is something that my therapist brought up to me. About a phobia I have, and it's not of whales, which is an OG joke.
Okay.
But it's like an obsession with death. And I think I have it. Thanatophobia. And I was looking into it, and so let me hold on. I'm trying to make sure I get this right. So thanatophobia is the intense fear of death or the dying process. While it's natural to feel anxious about death from time to time, thanatophobia is an anxiety disorder that can disrupt every aspect of your life. I have that. I for sure have that. Like it's an everyday thing that I think about, and it worries me every single day. And I don't think that's healthy.
Is it in great detail? Is this in moments where you feel anxious?
I think it's like always. It's always like my mind is like, we only have 50 years left. Maybe we only have 6 months left. Maybe we only have 10 minutes left.
Oh, so you don't think about like, this is how I would die in the
No,
next,
it's like it's like
30
constant
seconds.
like no, because it's like the fear of, it's like I mean, let's go back. It says the intense fear of death, or like, I don't want to die. If that makes any, I don't think anybody does. Well, I mean, there are people who need help that feel that way, and that's something I have to like explain to like a therapist, or like my therapist. Thankfully, my therapist gets it. Where it's like, I don't have thoughts of hurting myself at all. I don't have thoughts of suicide in the sense of like, I'm going to do it. But I do have thoughts of like, I'm petrified of like dying.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. But like, it's an everyday thing.
This is where meditation would, I feel that's like the first hurdle that you would encounter. Because if it's an everyday thing, and if you did meditate, that would be something that you think about. And then
are you saying like meditate as a way to like divulge into it and figure out like why I'm feeling that way?
Yeah, you just have to sit. Like, I mean, it could be as hard as just putting everything away, locking yourself in a room with nothing, no journal, no anything. You're just sitting in a room. Or you can have like a YouTube video in the background, like helping you guide through it. But at some point in time, you will think about it.
Right. No, and I think, and it's something that like I haven't really talked a whole lot about. Yeah, Luminary. So here's the thing: is like my mind has definitely changed a lot in the last few years, but I still haven't been. It's like I'm super torn on what happens when you die. Because there's a big part of me that it's like when you, for me at least, like it's when you, like before you were born. I don't remember anything before I was born.
Right.
So it's almost like
all the memories are gone.
It's just like you go to sleep. It's just done.
Mm-hmm.
But also the things I have seen and experienced in the paranormal field have greatly challenged that. And it's left me very, it's a very uncomfortable position to be in mentally in terms of like, what do I actually believe?
Yeah, you think you could possibly be that one day.
Right.
And you really are going to live forever, but now you're kind of, I guess, would the fear just be coming from like you're locked in a place? Maybe? Like, here's the thing with spirits that I'm oblivious to.
Right.
Is it free form travel everywhere? Because like I've heard Noah say that she's connecting with her ancestors. She's here in Vegas. I'm assuming her ancestors weren't here, you know?
Right.
Or is it something where wherever your energy lays to rest is where you inhabit forever?
Well, I think that's the stone tape theory. It's like and that's why maybe, and that's the thing where it's like, that's where I'm so conflicted, is because I do believe in things like the stone tape theory, and I do believe in things like what we experienced in those paranormal investigations. I feel are very real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like we did, like Christian, for example, like the answers we
100%.
got are not by coincidence, and that's why I cried in the moment. That's why it took me. That is why, I mean, and you remember, so after a little bit of behind the scenes, after the first ever ghost hunt, we carpooled there, all of production. And Travis, who was our director of photography, was bummed because I was quiet the whole ride back to the studio. And this was, 2 a.m. And I was quiet because I was trying to process like what had just happened in the last like 4 hours. And for me, the way I explained it was like when my friend Christian passed away, or our friend Christian passed away, who we made contact with in the second paranormal investigation, was my body was trying to accept it and reject it at the same time. And like I was in like a weird stasis. Like I didn't have an appetite. I didn't feel sick, but I didn't feel well. And I don't think anything followed me because we saged ourselves, we cleansed ourselves, and I haven't had anything happen to me on that aspect. I think it was my body was almost in like a sense of shock. Of like, for a long time, I believed a certain way about things. And now everything I knew has been challenged and almost thrown out completely. And I think that did not help with like my
thought process, your what is it?
Thanatophobia, or I guess just the conscious anxiety I have about dying or death. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a intellectual crisis that you are experiencing.
I think so. I think that might be it.
Yeah, you have, and I would imagine this is how many a scientist feel, right? And this is all about your intellectual adaptability here.
Yeah.
Because are you willing to, change your way of thinking, your way of being, your way of subconsciously existing in this world? Or are you going to fight it? And I think that's right. Like a battle that a lot of people have to.
And I think my body or my mind, and I say my body because, it's one, but I feel like it's constantly fighting it. Like subconsciously, like, because I can have moments where I'm like, okay, I think I feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I feel okay about it. And then the next minute I'm back at square one again.
Yeah. But find a comfortability in that and in your understanding of that's the process. We are habitual people. We love schedules. We love some sense of
normalcy.
Yes. The day's got to flow and you have to feel confident in what has been presented to you in your life. So, find peace in that. There's a lot of people that don't have a sense of the way that their day's flowing. And they just kind of, are really experiencing new settings and feelings and routines daily. And that's, they have to find peace in the chaos for you. If you understand that that's your process, then I already know you're the type of person that you'll find ways to, what is your number one way to stop thinking about this? Like,
I think it's like,
do you play Xbox?
Yeah, it's probably like playing Xbox.
Yeah.
Doing work. It's like keeping my mind busy. And I think that's like, and like, to set the record straight, like, I've unofficially, like, a psychologist told me, yeah, you have depression, but like never wrote it down. I didn't get my certificate. It says, congratulations. When I've been diagnosed, and you know, I took medication for it, and depression is something that runs in my family. And I think that's a sense of the depression, is like not allowing my mind to get quiet because I just don't like it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Today I was doing all my work with like this like ambient noise in the background, like a city. Because I work from home, bro, and I'm like,
yeah, same here. Yeah, I mean, I'm
like,
only here when a show's in here, but other than that, I'm at home.
I mean, yeah, bro, but you also have like your little one, like your environment is loud. For me, it's 2 animals and a fridge that produces ice every 45 minutes. I've
like
counted.
Clockwork.
I've heard it. I've heard it. So yeah, I agree, because then that is able to like fill the blank spaces. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I feel we've all grown into this, because this is like, somebody agreed with me. We are creatures of habit. We have devices on us at all times in which we are listening to some sort of substance. And that plays into like your feeling of like, I always feel like I have to be thinking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We have some callers though, right?
We have one caller. Here we go.
All right. And I know they don't want to hear me talk.
3157 3157 *6.
Do I have to pay the chat? Would I pay my therapist now? Like, do I have to pay the hourly rate?
Possibly.
I'm going over it tomorrow in therapy, guys. I'm okay.
Caller, welcome to therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the room.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Hey, this is Aces.
Oh, hey, you made it in. Good. Glad you were able to call.
I did. I made it in. They were kind of gassing me up in the comments.
I saw. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no pressure. No pressure at all.
No pressure at all. Definitely not. No. You should never feel pressure to call in here. And when you get on I almost called it getting on the stand. When you call in though, I mean, there's no pressure. There's no judgment. We're here to listen to you guys.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. I've been watching you guys for a while now, so I'm like, might as well go ahead and.
You're an OG. I've been seeing you since almost day one, so I resonate with that 100%.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, got me. So what I wanted to kind of like talk about was the reincarnation stuff. I know we kind of deviated a little bit, but I'm gonna take it back just a little bit.
No, absolutely. Take us back.
So I told them I was going to talk about a couple dreams I had, but I want to start with an experience I had. I had to be about maybe 8 or 9, somewhere in there. And I'm from Florida. And so there's a town right outside of my city. And that's where most of my family is kind of from, that area.
Gotcha.
And so I vividly remember going to my great uncle's house way out in this little area. And I'm like, I know I've been here. So fast forward to maybe like a couple years back, I'm talking to my mom and I'm like, yeah, like, let's go visit my great uncle, her uncle. And she was like, yeah, like, let's go. I was just thinking about going out there to visit him anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I remember when you brought me out here before too. And she looked at me with the strangest look and she was like, you've never been out here. And I'm like, what do you mean I've never been out here? And she's like, I've never taken you out here. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll see when I get there. Maybe you just don't remember, but I remember. Maybe you don't remember. So we drive to his house. And I'm like, yeah, I've been here. Like, I remember this tree and I remember his car's there. And I'm pointing out all of these different things. And she still looks puzzled. Like, I have not brought you here. You have never been to this man's house. And so I'm like, yeah, that's creepy. So I'm adopted. So that was my biological mom. So I called my adoptive mom and I'm like, hey, did you ever take me out and, to my great uncle's house at any time? And she was like, no, like, why would I do that? And she was like, yeah, I have never taken you out there. Are you sure you're not mistaken? And I just hang up the phone and I'm like, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
Call my biological mom up and I'm like, and you're absolutely sure I have never been there? And she was like, I am certain you have never been there.
And I'm like, I've been there, and I'm telling you, I've been there. So that was the first time, and I told her, I was like, I just vividly remember everything about this man's property, and I've never stepped foot on his property.
Like detail for detail.
Detail for detail. Detail for detail. Yeah. So that was the first actual experience I've had away from the dreams and stuff like that. So now that was like a little preface. So more years back from now, I had started this journey of like kind of getting into the whole reincarnation thing, because much like yourself, I was like, death is a scary thing.
Right.
And I don't know if I want to do it.
Right. As if we, but the thing is if we have a choice.
Right. So I started looking up some things, and I don't know if you've ever heard of Brian Weiss.
Brian, what was the last name?
Weiss.
Weiss? How do you spell that? W-I-S-E?
I want to say it's W-E-I-S.
Oh, American psychiatrist and hypnotherapist?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, so he was doing a lot of past life regressions, and I'm like, well, maybe this will kind of help me kind of conquer that threshold of the unknown of what happens when we close our eyes and never open them.
Right.
And so I was like, well, let me give it a shot. So I went on YouTube. He had a sample regression on there, and I decided to do it. And I actually, saw stuff. So I'm like, this is interesting. So I'm not going to get into that one. I'll save that for another date.
Okay.
And so more recently, like after that, as the years kept progressing, the dreams start coming on their own. I never had to do another regression, and it was almost like I unlocked something, and the dreams just started coming. And so one of them, I went to bed, and then I started dreaming, and I'm always a very vivid, lucid dreamer, very aware.
Okay.
And so I can kind of tell what I call like a BS dream, just like your mind is just doing whatever it does, and the hyper aware dream that means something for me. And so it was one of the hyper aware dreams. And I just remember being on this big boat, and I'm taking in like my entire surroundings. So I'm like, okay, this is a big ass ship. And so I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, what are these shoes? These shoes are different. And then I'm looking up, and I see the sails of the ship, and I see this big red cross. And I'm like, that's familiar. That's very familiar. And so once I gathered my surroundings, I realized that I was on the Spanish ship.
Okay.
And clearly I was a guy. I was a male, and I wasn't the captain, but I was something, maybe either a notch or two under a captain, but I held some type of rank.
So probably like a first mate or something.
Yeah, it was something in that area. And so I remember everything was okay. And then it's kind of like I fast forward to what happened to me on the ship and why I was having the dream in the first place. So everything was okay. We encountered this storm. It was a really bad storm. And I remember the ship went down, and of course I went down with it. And in that life, I ended up drowning. So when I woke up, I was like, WTF. Who the hell wants to drown in the dream? Not me. So I take to Google, and I'm researching, and I actually found evidence of the ship, because there's a lot of ships that have that same red cross on it, but there are different eras of it. And I was able to locate the one that matched my dream. I thought I saved it. I was going to email it to you guys, and I don't know where it went.
I'm looking it up right now. So you said you said it was like a Spanish ship?
Yeah, it was Spanish.
Okay, Spanish ship with a red cross in the sail.
Yeah.
I used to be real big into pirates. Like real big into. So white galleon with a red Maltese cross on it sail is a symbol of Caribbean area, and the first explorer to land there, Christopher Columbus.
I want to say it was maybe in the 1700s. That time frame. Maybe sit between the 1617. I want to say
Was it
maybe in there,
like a rounded cross, like the edges were rounded?
Yes.
Okay, I see one. Trying to see if I can get any info on it. I'm real deep into this now. Like, this is interesting to hear about. Order of Christ, the trademark of Henry the Navigator, sponsors. Okay, so galleons were used by the Spanish and Portuguese from the 16th century. I know you guys can't really see it, but this illustration below is based on the engraving of a ship by Peter Bruegel, the elder, who encountered galleons in Holland, which was then under Spanish rule.
Mm.
And this is from some government website. I think it's a lecture. I think it's like a academic paper. That's interesting, though. That's fascinating that like you remember that much detail and were able to go back and look at it and see kind of what potentially you were experiencing.
I can't give you the first name, and my first name was like Joaquin. That's all I remember.
Okay.
My name being Joaquin. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's all I remember in terms of that reincarnation was my first name, what I did, and how I died.
Wow. That's incredible. That's an incredible story to hear. And you weren't going to call in.
I wasn't going to call in. Well, I was, but I was doing my own great debate outside of the debate.
I 100% know what you were talking about.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, I want to call in, but I kind of want to watch this. But then I kind of want to watch the debate, but I don't know which way I should go. And then I was like, let me just call in.
Yeah, no, you guys think Red Bull gives me high blood pressure. The debates give me high blood pressure. I can't watch them.
I do it to laugh. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yes,
no,
it's for comedy.
It is pretty comedic. I mean, like the first Trump ones that he did were pretty funny when he called Ted Cruz's wife a dog. That one was crazy.
Yeah, that's dirty.
That is dirty, but I get like that's pretty comedic. It's fucked up, but it's pretty comedic.
Oh yeah, trust me. I normally watch with my mom, but I'm like, I'm watching you guys tonight. So,
we appreciate it.
Yeah. But that was one of them. Like I said, I have different ones, but I don't want to hold up the phone lines because maybe I prompted somebody else to call too. So if y'all gas me up, y'all call in too.
Yeah, there you go. You guys got her to call, and you guys got to call in too. Well, I'm really thankful you called in tonight. I'm really glad we were able to hear from you.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be calling back.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to hear.
All right. Thank you guys.
Well, you have a great rest of your night. Ladies and gentlemen, we have back in the show, the one, the only Miss Noah, who I think is muted.
Who's about to unmute?
Who's about to unmute?
Hello.
Oh, there we are. Hello.
Hello. I don't remember any of my passwords. I'm over here trying to look at the chat on my iPad and be on the phone with you guys too. And I'm failing.
How was the food?
But
you said the food was meh?
It was meh?
Oh my gosh. It was meh. It was meh.
Man, what kind of scam we going on here?
I don't know. Like, I was so disappointed. I said, what the hell? How do you ruin hibachi? It was fast food hibachi. I should have known.
Fast food.
At first, you're like, man,
fast
that's a
food.
great concept.
What's it called? I'm going there for my birthday at the
Oja?
No, at the Hilton. It's not the Hilton anymore.
Benihana's.
Yeah.
Benihana. Bro, get a player's card. Is your birthday on a Thursday?
No, I think this year. Oh, well, we might go on a Thursday.
If you have a player's card, it's 25% off.
From that hotel?
At Benihana. Yep.
Bro, no.
For locals. Go ahead. Yep.
Hold on. Welcome to Calls from Beyond. I'm about to find the discount.
No, I boycotted that Benihana's like 12 years ago.
Oh, dude, it is.
What?
My birthday is on a Thursday.
It makes sense now.
I meant to get Benihana. Well, I mean, my mom and I planned it because my mom's birthday is the 2nd. I'm the 3rd. So we always do like joint birthday gift. Yeah, that's what she calls me, and then she yells at me. She's like, "I wish I never had you." She never says that to me, but she probably wants to.
I was listening to you guys' conversation. It was very interesting,
Very
and I was
deep.
just
I'm getting very vulnerable.
Yes, yes. Even like Lauren, she messaged me like, "Are they brothers?" I'm like, "No." But she's
I
like,
feel like at this
not
point,
biologically,
no, yeah, no.
but and she was just like, "This is such a deep conversation, and that it's good to be this vulnerable. Like, this is our lives, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think
Yep.
this is vulnerable? You should have heard the conversations back at the Sticky days because George and I sat right next to each other every day.
Yeah.
You already know how
Yeah.
that goes.
Yep.
Your desk mates,
Yeah, I was about to say.
a full year and a half. Come on now.
I was
I
more than
already
that.
know you guys were
In the
Oh,
trenches.
hold on. Let me turn this down. Sorry, I'm trying to hack the game, but yeah. Austin, you're a spiritualist, and the quicker you figure it out, the better off you'll be. Trust me when I tell you this. And everybody in the chat was like, "Yeah, you're a spiritualist. I mean, you're into the paranormal, dude."
Right.
How are you not?
There's some links there.
Yeah. And I want to tell you, do not be afraid of death. I used to be terrified of dying. It was an irrational fear of mine that I had of dying, and I didn't know where it came from. And then I had a spiritual awakening. And then I was just like, yeah, I would highly recommend going and get a past life regression session because I have a feeling that something happened in another life that makes you so afraid to die in this life.
Maybe. I mean, with where I'm at now, my mindset, like, it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
Yeah.
I feel way more open to it now than I did probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Even a year ago, hell, like.
I know. Around the time you met me.
Crazy how things happen.
Listen, I never thought, first of all, whenever we first met, it was just like okay, he's not like a spiritualist. He's not spiritual, but he's open to hearing about it. And I think I've rubbed off on you a little too well. we just got to get you to the point where this is not something that you think about every day. Everybody, no one wants to truly, really die. You know, like that's not the goal. But you know, that's the only thing we all have in common. Animals, people, insects, is that we all ultimately face the same fate at some point.
There's only two things guaranteed in life, and that's death and taxes.
Yeah. And just like the IRS wants their money, you got to pay the piper at the end of the day.
Yep.
But I just felt like it was such a good conversation. And since I wasn't there and it was trying to figure out what to eat, I said, okay, let me crawl back in. Because it was good. It was good.
Well, thank you. I mean, things like that, that's stuff that I'm like doing in therapy too. Like I'm finding myself being way more vulnerable, way more open, and I think way more uncomfortable because that's the only way you grow.
Yeah. Yep. You said, Mr. Fresh said, he's on a 5-second delay. Oh yeah, if you ask Wesley, he'd rather go to the upper room than do what he had to do for the taxes again.
Yeah.
But somebody said Taco Bell DoorDash. At this point, because how did I get steak? Yeah, like it wasn't good. And you know what? I blame him because we passed up a seafood place where they have like what is it? Yeah, because we're going tomorrow.
Okay, I was about to say, how are you gonna pass
the crab
that up?
boil place.
Oh, they're gonna give you just a
put that shit in a bag with some sauce.
Yeah, and he's like, hell no, it's expensive. Listen, I will pay for it because you got to think about it.
You're on vacation.
I think we're on South. Not only that, we're on South Beach.
Oh, yeah,
they literally cross the street. Okay, they cross the street and catch the shit, and then they come and boil it. I'm there.
Yeah, the only time I've had something like that was when I was in Seattle and I had the crab that they got from there. Like that crab was immaculate.
Yeah, off of South Beach will probably save, but I'm just like, I ate fast food hibachi.
No,
you would have been better off with Taco Bell, it sounds like.
No, it sounds low-key.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The concept,
definitely could have
it's a
been.
great concept.
So I've been, and I know we don't have a lot of time. I just want to show my face. And I know that I have a video that Miami's a portal. It still is. So whenever I was when I was talking to you guys outside, it was like a group of Haitian guys standing next to me. And I don't know, I just got this weird feeling. Oh Lord, this place it's a little too spiritual for me. But luckily tomorrow, I'll spend a day here and then I'll get on the big boat and go somewhere else and figure out that it's a portal. Because apparently that's all I do is
Where are you
travel
going
the
on this
country.
trip? Where's the bon voyage headed to?
Hey, it's I'm going to the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely a portal, right? I've been there
Everywhere's
once
a
before, and
portal.
it felt weird. Besides every 10 feet asking to get my hair braided,
Yes.
and
I
then
love
but
it.
like the energy there felt a little
Well,
something.
everywhere we go in the world has, except for Haiti, and that's the biggest portal. That's the biggest
That's like
portal.
the Mecca portal.
Yes, it is. It's the Mecca. But everywhere has been colonized. Everywhere has
Right.
a lot of blood spill, a lot of just darkness that's associated with it. So that's why these places, they're epicenter centers for spiritual warfare, ghosts, demons, things like that. So I was just like, okay, it hasn't changed. Except now it's raining and it makes it even more creepier.
Yeah, Justin in the chat said you're portal hopping right now.
I'm portal hopping. I'm portal hopping because
Make sure you don't leave your shoes.
like, oh, absolutely not. Listen, I'll just be so nervous. You know, when you're a spiritualist, you be nervous about the stupidest shit that nobody else thinks of. Like, for instance, I wear my hair braided on vacation so that none of my actual hair is left behind. I'm weird like that. Okay, a lot of the black girlies, they'll wear it for protection, and it's cute, it's easy. But my thought process is I don't want none of my DNA left anywhere.
So it serves two purposes: the fit, the glam, and then you ain't leaving no traces.
Yeah. No, and somebody just asked me, have you done Puerto Rico? I have not, but I've been to Puerto Rico and portal.
So
Sorry.
you said you've been to the Philippines. The Philippines is definitely a portal.
Oh
right?
my God, that place. Dude, that's probably the creepiest place that I've been, was the Philippines.
I've heard some creepy stories from people who live like across from.
Austin, I'm finna send you this video.
Oh no.
So, okay. I know y'all gotta go. Y'all have been holding down the fort for me, but just listen. I feel like I'm calling in and telling my own creepy story. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody knows I went to the Philippines for 3 weeks. I went there to open up what they call a BPO. And I found my assistant at the time found the building. And so we went into the building. You forgot about this, huh? He's laughing. It's on TikTok. In my early days of TikTok, I posted it. So we go into the building, and baby, that building is scary as hell. It's creepy. It's everything that we watch. Okay, and I'm gonna send you the video. So whenever I was there, I just kept getting very bad feelings. Like my assistant wasn't being ruined by herself, and I was there for 3 weeks, renovating, getting it ready, setting up desk and everything else. So whenever I left, I sat in the middle of my call center and I prayed over it. And I said, my ancestors that are willing, can you please stay here and make sure that my business is protected, or give me warnings if anything is happening? I mean, I smudged the shit out this place. I did everything I was supposed to as a spiritualist. And so the longer that I was there, I realized like something bad is going to happen. Like, I don't trust it. My lawyer, I even flew my lawyer out from Shenzhen, which is another part of, Jensen, General Santos. So I flew him out because I was like, I don't like this. Something is telling me like to jump ship. So we get there and we leave, right? Whenever I'm back at home monitoring my call center on CCTV, it's a lot of like weird shit going on. And so my assistant was like, you know, some of the call center employees are like afraid to be in the call center during their shift at night.
Yep.
Like when it's getting to be like the evening time, they don't want to be in rooms by themselves. And so I thought she was just maybe tripping. I try to give myself the benefit of the doubt. So then my HR manager, who shares an office with my assistant, calls me and she's like, I'm scared to be in here by myself. Like, can I go home? And I was like, okay, sure. So then one day I get a call and it's my assistant. And she's like, I need you to pull the CCTV footage and watch it.
No, you're like, why me?
I said, why? What's on there? Because I had already been doing my divination at home.
Right. And at this point, I mean, you said it already, but you were definitely already spiritually awake at this point.
Oh,
in
yeah,
your life.
for sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Full-blown spiritualist. So I had been doing my divination at home, reading tarot cards, and I knew something was wrong. I knew this was either going to fail miserably or something. Someone was going to betray me. It was a lot of Ten of Swords energy. So then I look on the camera footage. My HR manager is sitting down in her office. The door swings open. At the very same time, in another room, the other door is opening. It's like it opened at the same time. I've never seen a lady get up and leave so fast. And of course, they're like, we told you it was haunted. I'm gonna send you that video.
Send it to me. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you find it, send it to me.
I am, because after that happened, that was like the ultimate, you need to get your shit out of the Philippines. You need to get out. And then it started becoming more and more apparent that it was drama in the call center. So when I tell you there's nothing to be afraid about, that I want to be an ancestor. I don't want to come back to this raggedy motherfucker. I refuse.
You don't want to pay bills. You want to pay rent.
No. But just think of it like this. Even if you are afraid of dying, even if you have some kind of like, whatever, I like to call it irrational fear, because we don't know what's on the other side. We've only been told what's on the other side.
It's just like a lingering thing.
Right. The worst thing that can happen to you, because you're a great guy and you do good and you be good, is that you are granted into the ancestral realm. And then you can protect your lineage members the way mine did. Because I did a reading and I got a reading from someone who was dabbling in something totally different. And they were like, that wasn't a ghost. It wasn't anything. Your ancestors could see things going on in that call center that you could not. The betrayal, the sneakiness, the money laundering, all of the things that you couldn't see, they could see it. And so they were basically spooking the fuck out of them.
They were on your behalf, letting them fuck around and find out.
Yes, because I had told them, like, my ancestors that are willing to travel here and check on things and make sure that I am financially, spiritually, and emotionally protected, please either send me a sign or just protect it. They didn't want me in the Philippines. They were like, no. You're supposed to be a content creator. So let's go ahead.
There's a guy you're supposed to meet. Y'all gonna start a business a few years from now. Go back.
Yeah. So I'm going to find the video. I don't want to hold you long. I know you guys have been in there for what seems like forever.
I'll be in here 10 more hours if I have to be.
Yeah, we've done 24 hours.
We have done. You're forgetting. You're talking to the guys who have done 24 hours straight.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're right.
It's an appetizer.
The psychos. Yeah, I know.
Why do you think I have 4 Red Bulls here, all for me?
Listen, and I was listening to you earlier whenever you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna have another Red Bull. It's a heart attack in a can." Literally, I drink so much Red Bull. It's not even funny. It's not even for the thrill.
I only drink it on Tuesdays. Like, I only ever have Red Bull when I'm here.
Yeah, no, I drink Red Bull every day. I have to. I got 4 kids, 2 dogs, my husband.
Yeah, no. I do have to get, let Mr. Fresh know, I did have that pumpkin spice today. I don't give a damn. I'm going to have one tomorrow, too.
He said, fuck your feelings about pumpkin spice.
I'm going to have it. I have 1,000 points now on Starbucks.
Oh, he's rich. He's star rich.
I'm star rich.
He's going to have pumpkin spice tomorrow, too.
Oh, wow. He's fancy.
Yeah, it's a lot of places. Like, people are literally in the chat like, oh, this place, they're all haunted. That's the secret. That's the secret. There's
it's just how much of it is dark.
How, right.
Yeah, and that's why like I definitely want to do a video on the stone tape theory because it's a super interesting concept of like the amount of energy of like somebody dying can coat a room. In terms of like the energy coats the walls and the furniture if it's still there. Like that's why there's a group you should watch. It's really they do really good stuff. It's called Ghost Theory. And they go to like houses of people who like recently passed.
Oh,
yeah, but they go
Ghost Theory?
Ghost Theory. Yeah, they're British. They're really cool, but they go to like abandoned places that like they technically might not even have permission to go to. Granted, they're super respectful. They're not damaging anything. They're just there to observe.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is like, oh, this person died from cancer. You know, it's a rough way to go. Yeah. Oh, and it's really good. Like that's kind of how I want to start modeling the truly bizarre stuff. It's really just two guys. It's only two guys and they both are holding a camera.
Yeah.
And it's them just going into these creepy locations. Like I think George and I just need to get locked up alone in Goldfield.
Get a couple of pumpkin spices.
Get a couple pumpkin spices.
I hold you over, you know. No, but in all seriousness, everywhere is haunted. You can't escape one. It's like you said about what kind of haunting it is. And a lot of it is dark, but some of it is light. I truly believe that entities, people that just passed, they have the ability to travel between planes, like this world and the spiritual world. Like earlier, George was saying something about like, well, where are the ancestors at? Like she calls upon them, she talks to them, but where are they exactly?
Right.
I believe they are like in the ancestral plane. There are many different dimensions. You know how we talk about astral projection? It is within that, but it's a different dimension than that. And they hang out there. Like there's been astral travelers that talk about how they traveled to places and hung out with Jesus and Gandhi. They're at the very highest form of where this place is, because you can't forget Jesus was like a man. You know,
he was a legitimate person.
Yeah. So that's why like some people, they say they're able to go there. And I'm like, you got to be a saint to be able to go hang out with Jesus, apparently.
Steve
even
Irwin
though he really wasn't. He didn't. Gone too soon. It's too soon still.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at a stingray and I'm like, I could be a hitter.
Oh my. Okay, so I went and I played with the sting. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at like Shark Reef here, you can pet them.
Yes.
Sometimes you might have to like just give them a little. Oh.
No, so you know how you watch Finding Nemo? Someone said they were watching Finding Nemo with the brother, and the stingray has like a smiley face.
Yeah, Mr.
I did not. Yes, I did not know they really look like that until I went to what is that place called in the Boulevard Mall?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the aquarium there.
Yes, I was like,
they really do be looking like that.
Yes, it's spot on. I was shocked. I was shook, and it made me have a not irrational fear of touching it because it looks so friendly. How could one of these have been a murderer once upon a time? How?
Yeah. Oh, I think we lost her.
You did.
Oh,
you
okay. We can hear you, but we just can't see you.
No, you know, Apple, they're a little too, the continuity on here is a little too much because now he's asking for the Wi-Fi password. But yeah, I definitely believe in that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find this video for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And I guess you guys can share it. I'm not gonna try. I know where it's at right now.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to hold you guys.
Just put it in the email, or yeah, I guess the email, and then we'll pull it up for sure.
I'm gonna text this shit to you guys.
Well, I mean, because
forgot about it.
Yeah, the thing is the laptop isn't Windows or isn't Apple, so we can't just pull it from there. But I can just send it.
No, I mean I'm gonna send it as like your friend because I forgot. I forgot that I had paranormal arsenal in my little thing.
She's got artillery? Damn.
No, because it literally shocked me so much. I was like, please don't quit. Please don't quit. Please don't quit. Just give me a second.
Yeah, we got to make it through. I'll get you the pizza party.
Oh my gosh, no, them people. It was just like,
What's the beer out
there?
We
going to Red Dragon. Yeah, Red Dragon.
Yeah.
I think. Lauren's in here. Lauren's Red Dragon. It's Red Dragon. Or Red Horse. Red Horse. I just looked at his face and remembered. Red horse. I'm gonna go get us some, and we're gonna have a red horse one of these days.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I gotta go to the Asian market.
Find
They're
it.
expensive. You don't think they taste like the
red
Filipino?
horse? Yeah, it's red horse. Red horse.
Red horse.
They're so good. They're really good, but you only need one, brother.
You only need one. Yeah, because you said they were fucking you up.
No, I said, what did they put in this vodka? I said,
what did they put in this
I literally opened it myself. I said, I can't believe you guys are out here drinking this like it's a 40. For livers.
You're playing Edward 40 hands over there?
Man, I said, dude, there ain't no way. But I'm gonna let you guys go.
Well, I'm glad you got to chime in because it's something that like has been plaguing me for the last couple of years. And it's something that, you know, maybe because, you know,
do not.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think spiritually for me, I think I might need to find my own path of spirituality.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that you're talking with your therapist because I just made a video. I'm shadow banned on TikTok. I can say it here because it's YouTube, but I'm shadow banned over there. And I just made a video and I was talking about like how everything, sometimes you just need a little therapy, Buki. You know, like everything isn't like a spiritual attack or everything doesn't have to have a level of spirituality. But the fact that you are a spooky guy and the way you were thinking about death has changed tells me that either you're finna get jumped into spirituality or you just need your hand.
Yeah,
Take my hand when I say this. You are a spiritualist. This is what I went through, the just terrifying idea of even dying. It was so scary for me.
I think I need to find, because like for me, like because we all know I'm not religious and I don't think like
me either.
Maybe the way you went in maybe isn't the way for me, but I think, you know, because people always find their own ways of being in anything. I think I just got to find my own way into spirituality.
No, people always think it's cookie cutter. It's not.
Right.
I'm not religious, you know. I feel like once you figure out what your niche is for your own spiritual journey, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
that fear will go away.
Need to do some research on this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I definitely would. Well, I'm gonna go.
Well, you have a great vacation. We're gonna have to tag out because I'm going on vacation Monday.
I know.
So y'all gonna be here without me.
I'm gonna be the boss, man.
Yes.
Hey, every day or every time I record, I always give an intro, but I never know what to say whenever I'm live. So
it's okay. You just got to roll with it. You just got to roll with it. Be like, "What's up, everybody? Welcome back." You know, this isn't our first rodeo.
No, it's not, but it's still nerve wracking because I have you to always be like, I don't know what to say.
Anchor it. Well, you'll have George. George is doing a great job of being, but George is always. Here's the thing. George and I are so like just well versed in this now. Like George is like
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I do this once a week. George is at damn near 4 times a week of doing some sort of speaking publicly.
Yes. Yeah, because I literally, and it's not even because these are my people. I don't even care about that. I just don't, the way that you like move into the transitions just be like butter. So I'll be like,
It took a lot. I mean, like I was talking with my friend Stephanie Strange earlier today. She was asking me for help with her podcast. And I realized I've been podcasting since 2018.
Wow. So I didn't even know what a podcast was back then.
So I've had a lot of trial and error. And George was there for most of that journey. Like there's a lot, like if you go back and Lukewarm Cinema Podcast is still up. So you can hear George and I as baby podcasters. It's still up. Like you can hear, sometimes it's a little rough. Like, and so you just have to get through it. Episode 1 is going to be rough, but you're not going to get to episode 100 without getting through episode 1. It's okay. If podcasts aren't perfect, that's why they're podcasts.
No, they're not. They're really not. Because, and then if you do it live, like the way we do it, it's just like, oh, there was a mistake. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Everybody in the chat is saying to have a great vacation. We hope you do too. Hey, you better come back a winner, okay? And hey, and I'm not going to give them any more context because they got to be a member. Go listen to last week's bonus episode.
Okay, yes. I ain't going to say too much, but they're going to give me 500 reasons to be a winner. So,
all right, that's all we needed to hear.
Yep, I'm going to need to come back.
Do they have a sports book on the boat?
Imagine. Do they do sports booking on the boat?
Imagine.
Yes. Yes, they do.
George,
They
I think
do.
you got to listen to Veterans Minimum then this week and hear about what you got to
Yep.
be doing
I'm gonna
for.
have to give Austin my login because I need some bets put in.
He said he's gonna give you his log and he needs some bets put in.
Don't give him to me. Give him to George. Don't give him to me.
No, give him to us.
Yep.
Bet because I need to stay.
Oh. So he said he had like $150 in his thing,
Account.
whatever you guys call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can't bet because we're gonna be in international waters and then the Bahamas. You have to be in the United States.
Mr. Fresh
So-
has got to be a little bit better at putting in the bets before he leaves.
Yeah, why
the
didn't you put it in
confines
before you
of
left?
Las Vegas.
Because I was so excited about
No, Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh maybe was enjoying vacation a little too early.
No, listen.
Overlooked it.
He was on vacation
And-
mode after we finished the show last week.
Hello. I was like, I have to work. I have to do this. I have to. Listen,
That's
he's
me
been
right
on
now. I'm doing
vacation.
double work this week so I can take time
Yeah.
off next week.
No, legitimately, I have so many different big things that's coming, brandship, partnerships,
A lot of big things.
a lot of things people are asking of me. So it's like, even though I'm on vacation, I'm
You always
working.
work.
I have never brought a tripod, a microphone.
I'm not
never
allowed.
bought these types
I'm
of
not
things.
allowed on vacations. I'm not even allowed to bring my laptop on vacations.
And because you're a habitual workaholic and you be habitually line stepping with the missus. She said, don't bring that shit with me. Don't bring
That's
it.
what she said. She said,
haven't-
I don't want to see you. And the last time I went, I didn't check my phone
Yep.
for anything work related. I only checked it to open the Disney app,
Yeah.
check my reservations.
And usually, like, I have never done that before. So he's giving me grace. And then on top of that, he has to do dialysis while we're here too. Like, I got this 100-pound machine that we're lugging around. So he's like, just record while I'm doing dialysis. So,
I mean, if you got the time, might as well. And then even if you got the time, edit it, get it up. Even if
Oh
it's a
my
10-minute
gosh.
video, they're going to watch
Yep.
it. I'm going to watch it. Content is content. You got to get it out there. I got to start. I have a couple of ideas after tonight's show of videos I might start making.
no, yeah, there's a couple of things actually that I'm not going to say it on here because it's still 73 people. But I have a couple ideas for this show and some other things. And I think they're going to really, really like it.
We're gonna love it no matter what. You could,
Yeah.
Miss
So-
Noah could fart and say I farted, and we'd be like, "Damn, that was great content."
No, shut up. You are quit it. I am humble. I humbly thank you for that. And I be trying. Sometimes I be like, this content sucks, but I'm gonna release it anyway. Because why not?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go home and sneeze into a fan later.
100%. I'm doing
for
that
sure.
today.
And I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna give anybody any
No, just
content. Just achoo, and then sneeze in the fan, and then just look at the camera and smile. That's it. Loop it for 1 minute so you can get paid for TikTok.
Facts.
Oh Lord! All right. Well, I'm so glad you got to call in. I mean, the show is it's the both of us. So I'm gonna see what I can do to try because that's Tuesday is the first actual day of vacation. Monday I'm just driving out there.
Yeah.
But I'll see if I can. Maybe I'll do it from the Indiana Jones ride.
Little man's about to be tired. It'll be you and
Oh
Vanessa.
no. He does not get off easy. He's there.
But you
He
gotta
carries
take
his own stuff. I didn't carry him at all last
Hey,
vacation.
He
He
had me
wanted
so weak his
lightsabers. He
last
had to
vacation.
carry them.
Yeah. And then
Here's
he
the-
made Austin get one so he could whoop his ass with it.
And then he's
like,
gonna
he
get.
literally
He has
beat the
3 of
hell
them
out his
now,
dad.
and he's gonna get more when we go again.
Can you just
Yep.
you just go on the live and you're always on the or just be on a Zoom, right? And then just mute yourself, but walk through a Disney in the background. We can like do like a picture in picture on the
And you're
bottom.
Like the TikTok videos.
Yeah, he's trying to get a free vacation without going anywhere. You're gonna get all 3 of us killed, George, or 4 of us.
The
if we
mouse is
added
gonna
Mr.
get me
Fresh.
before I even leave.
Are you not allowed to do walkthroughs at Disney?
No, you can. You can vlog.
No, you can.
Oh,
You
okay,
can-
okay.
Just not their underground tunnels or
Oh,
their
Imagine I try to start like
Next week we expose the mouse.
You know what? That's gold content because I really thought about it. It's a tax write-off. I'll pay $100 for a ticket to go around a park looking for secret tunnel ways and floors that
secret
remove.
tunnel.
You think I'm playing?
Please
I'm dead ass
be.
serious.
And then thank you for everybody for joining today. We are here in remembrance of Black Cauldron who fucked around with the mouse and found out
They're gonna have me underground in their little temple.
We're gonna have you on a shirt.
Whatever. I know. Have you seen? Put me on.
Huh?
If I ever go, shut up. If I ever go missing, put me on a carton of milk, please. I don't want to go on a t-shirt. I want to be old school.
You don't want to have you like with the wings and then like with like.
Y'all better not put them ghetto ass wings on me. When I die,
and it's like the things you love. So it's like a cruise ship, and then like YouTube, but like the YouTube plaque.
The cruise ship kills me.
I truly hate him because he knows me so well. No, okay, so
Taco Bell, chalupa,
Taco Bell, tacos in general, the country of Mexico. It is just all of it. So you guys are my brothers now. So I need to let you know because all of my blood-born siblings know this, and now 73 people are going to know it as well.
A couple
when
thousand.
When I pass away, okay, just bear with me. When I die, first of all, y'all better not put me in them ghetto-ass wings, in them ghetto-ass clouds. I don't want that. I want you to take me out to the woods and have me a woodsy funeral. I don't want to have.
Oh, you want to be on a funeral pyre?
I want it to look like a wedding, but a funeral. Okay. It's a funeral wedding. Okay. And one last thing, and if y'all don't do this, I'm gonna haunt the shit out of everybody. I told this to my mother. I told this to my grandmother, who is the oldest person in my family. If y'all don't play Back That Ass Up by Juvenile, I'm going to haunt y'all. I'm dead
so
ass.
You're saying I need to throw ass at your funeral?
Yes.
Okay.
I want it to be a party. I want it to be everything, but specifically, if I don't hear from the grave, Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000, I'm coming for that ass. Okay, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. But
see, I'm different. For me, like, don't spend money. Just yeet my ass into a hole. Like, I know it's expensive.
Oh my gosh,
it's expensive.
You sound just like my grandma. Except my grandma was like, just burn me and like flush the toilet, the ashes down the toilet. I said, Grandma, I'm not putting on a toilet.
No,
she's like,
no,
I'm dead. You better not give me a funeral. I don't want to. I'm like, dude, but you know, my grandma's gonna outlive me. I'm convinced. So it just comes down to she. I don't know. That lady is strange. She told me, do not waste money. She don't want no t-shirts. She don't want no plates being made for her. None of that.
She doesn't want the wings.
Just cream out of them. Oh yeah, y'all better not be selling no plates for me either.
Plates? Like with you on them?
No. Oh, I forgot. Y'all ain't black, so let me explain.
People make plates of food?
They will sell plates of food because they ain't got no life insurance.
I knew what it meant, but I was like, there's no fucking way that actually happens.
Wait, sell? Like, okay, because like I've been to a couple, like I've been to funerals and like we go eat afterwards. But
no. Sell plates in order to raise the money to bury someone is a thing. Because I don't know
why. Can we do the car
wash?
wash?
Okay, I misinterpreted it.
No,
I thought you meant just like selling plates to flip a profit.
Y'all better not.
Oh no, that makes sense.
My life insurance will be in order. Okay. I'm hoping to come back as somebody's rich dog. Yeah, if I gotta come back, don't come. I don't want to come back a human. I want to be a rich little dog. I want to send in someone's purse, a Louis Vuitton purse.
A Louis Vuitton purse.
But please, y'all heard it here. I don't want to go on no t-shirt. No car wash.
The chat's going nuts on the selling plates.
Yeah, fish fry here.
I am so glad I got put onto that.
Listen, it's a thing. It's a thing in the African American community. Whenever someone passes unexpectedly, for some reason, and I love my people, but we don't carry life insurance. I don't know why. Us and other people don't, of course, but it seems to be a thing with us. And the first thing we do is go out there and sell a fish fry, a plate of fried chicken,
a boil,
all the trimming. Nah, they ain't doing no seafood, boy. They gotta stretch, so they go get whatever they need. Y'all better not. If anything, I'm gonna put a GoFundMe up for me. Don't be doing me like that.
I'm gonna put it in the community tab on your YouTube channel.
Right.
Hey, Cash App $15. We'll send a Hello Fresh box to you.
Yeah, for all me, because what? Don't do that to me, please. But,
Mystical said that. Nope, sorry. The Patreon is doing T-shirts.
I know they are, because them is to listen. They don't listen to me. They like me. They hard headed just like me, and I love it. They'll put me on a shirt
she would love this.
She would love
exactly.
this. She would
No,
love.
but
She
they'd be
told
like,
me.
she loved this. She told me to do this, knowing damn
And
well.
then they quote this show, and they're like, "No, she didn't."
Yep, but
All right.
I
Well, you get some
literally
sleep because
don't
it's
want.
like
Yeah,
it's like midnight over there now.
it is. But I'm on vacation, so
Heck
I'm
yeah.
gonna catch up, I guess, on the presidential debates.
I haven't heard anything of it yet, so I guess it wasn't that crazy.
Oh, I
Also, we've
have.
been
No,
doing
no,
this.
no.
I'm not
No.
getting intel. I got guys.
Oh, he's
No.
got guys. He's got guys.
I mean, I've seen pieces of it. I listened to like maybe 10 minutes of it, but TikTok, they always. Some of these candidates, I'll be like, wait, what was the question? Because you just confused this shit out of me. We were not talking about border control. We were talking about whatever else.
The economic crisis of rent, and they were like, "My candidate." I can't do it.
I do what I want. It's pretty much what I'm saying. I answer how I want.
Yes, it's a shitty contest. I had the most votes. Blah blah blah. I said, "Oh no, my brain can't. Like, I'm getting off here." So, but you guys get some rest. Thank you so much for holding it down for me.
Always.
And yeah, I will talk to you probably right after this.
Hey, we're here.
I'll text you.
Yeah, text me. I mean, because I'll be up. You shouldn't be up, but I know you will be.
I'm a night owl. I'm a roach. I'll be up.
I'm a roach. So should we put that on the shirt too?
Yes.
But like a regular roach and then like a roach.
No, if you guys make me t-shirts, just say R.I.P. Roach.
R.I.P. Roach.
AKA Noah.
But like a roach with wings and.
No, like a German roach, because them are the only ones that be up at night late in the refrigerator.
In
just
the refrigerator. Mari says you look rejuvenated, by the way. You've been on vacation for 2 hours and you're.
I literally been on vacation for 2 hours. I needed a break. When you do what I do, you need a break every one business month.
Business month? That's like actually like 3 days, but.
No, you think about it. I've gone on a vacation every one business month this whole like summer. That's the last one.
Living your best life, honestly.
Of course.
What are you gonna do?
Y'all.
Well, you get some rest. We're gonna wrap up the show here. See if we have any other callers. But all I know is we're gonna make a shirt
with a roach.
And we're gonna put it on the merch store. So check out the link of the merch store if you haven't already.
Oh,
here we go. Shaman said discount Taco Bell discount codes in your honor.
I think we need those.
Use code FAFO for 5% off your entire order.
Yeah. Taco Bell sponsor us. Come on now.
Please. I'm not getting any tonight because I had Jack in the Box earlier. I can't be having.
Oh, no, you didn't. You had Taco Bell earlier.
Yes. We had Taco Bell earlier. Yes. Taco Bell, please sponsor us. This show.
Yes.
I just got choked up, and maybe my ancestors were like, "Hey, chill out."
Hey, maybe.
Christians here like, dog, you know we had Wiener Schnitzel all the time.
Right? I'm gonna have myself a little cocktail.
As you should.
And watch Impractical Jokers.
That's going to be us in a few years. It's what the show's going to turn into. It's just, George, I dare you to go into that haunted house right now. You're the big week's loser.
That would be so dope.
Well, you take it easy.
All right, brother. I will talk to you soon.
As will we. Thank you for calling in, dog.
Peace, bye, Noah. Enjoy it.
Danette can't hear you, but she says
later.
Bye. Man, that was just hearing Taco Bell makes my stomach bubble. I'm sorry you've had Taco Bell's let you down, because it's never let me down. Except for the one time I asked for extra jalapeno sauce and they gave me extra sour cream. I'm like, what? Who puts sour cream on a quesadilla? Regular people, I know.
No, well, not all quesadillas, but it is good. Sour cream is good.
Do we have any more callers to wrap out the night, George?
We do not.
Okay,
we do not.
Taco Bell and that CashApp 5% discount for calls. Yeah, just hopefully that doesn't happen too soon. Alexis, I know. Well, we've been here. It's been almost 3 hours. We're 9 minutes away from 3 hours. That's okay, because the show will be back on next week. I won't be here, but George and Noah will be here, and Mr. Fresh, so nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But sour cream is not it. I agree. Sour cream is not it at all.
If
it comes on it, I don't want it.
If it comes on it.
I knew George was going to say
Sour cream.
that. I know George was going to say that.
It's meant to be there if it comes on it, Austin, because chefs created food.
We're calling the workers at Taco Bell chefs.
Yeah,
Michelin rated.
If you cook food and you put food in a bag, you are the chef. What would you call them? Fast food worker?
Yeah.
Chef.
Taco Bellite.
I would call them Chef Junior, maybe.
Chef in training.
Yeah.
Associate chef.
Line cook.
Line cook.
Does that make you feel better? Or chef too prestigious?
Alexis, what 4-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to have hands? What?
That's
a statement.
Whoa.
Because all they're going to do is sneeze into a fan.
Shouldn't be allowed to have hands. You could go so many different ways with that, Alexis.
Yeah. Shouldn't be allowed to have hands. Should they be allowed to vote?
No, if they don't have hands.
How are they going to write on the ballot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes
man.
sense.
All right. Well, we don't really have any more callers. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight's show. I want to say thank you so much, everybody who watched on TikTok, YouTube, all the real ones. We really appreciate you guys. Mari says they're Chef Junior, maybe. Yeah, because what distinguishes them from chefs is that they are preparing pre-made food. But so what about like Chipotle? Subway. Subway's a chef then.
Yeah, bro.
Subway. If you work at Subway, you are a chef then.
I mean, that's prestigious. Put that on a resume.
Put that on a resume.
Instead of putting worked at Subway, just put chef.
Well, have you seen the it was like a video and it was like when dudes lie about or like hype up their job. And it was like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a ceramics manager and they're a dishwasher.
That's perfect. That's a great way to manipulate it.
Yeah.
Resumes are BS. I want to make a whole video.
Like Danette could put head of PR.
Yeah. Nothing's stopping you.
Actually, you should. When you go to college,
and then
put
tell
head of
Dutch
PR.
Bros that. Yeah, I'm head of PR for a live stream. Calls from Beyond. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No. You're a head of PR for a content agency.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
And who are they going to call? Me.
Yeah. And then Austin's going to say, I am Dutch Bros. Yes, I'm calling about Danette. She wrote you as a reference, and she said she was the head of PR for this content agency, Calls From Beyond Incorporated. Is this Austin?
Yeah. I'm very busy right now. I have Joe Rogan on the other line. We're working out a deal with him right now, but no, she ran everything.
All right, dog. Would you like that and a medium or a large?
Venti, please.
Well, we're not Starbucks.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't go.
Do you still say venti every time you go to Dutch Bros?
I don't set foot in a Dutch Bros drive-through.
I'm hanging up. Danette didn't get the job. Screw you.
The closest I've been to a Dutch Bros is the car wash I go to. Right by you. It's the closest I've been to a Dutch Bros. Is that the Dutch Bros you're working at? No, you're working closer to me. That's right. You gotta let us know when you're there so we can all roll up. I think we have to do like a Calls From Beyond BTS vlog of all of us just rolling up to Danette at Dutch Bros.
I want extra dog treats in the pup cup. Every dog deserves more than one treat and a dollop of whipped cream.
Man,
if I was president, that's what I would do.
They're going in about.
Should we join the food debate right here? Yeah. Okay.
We already said sour cream should not be a thing. In my opinion.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it right now. Sour cream belongs on a couple of things. Tortilla chips with cheese, delicious. Sour cream also belongs in a big bowl of chili. Yeah, and that lightens up the chili. It makes it creamy. It's delicious. A baked potato is something that a cream cheese or sour cream.
Somebody's asking what Dutch Bros is. Dutch Bros is it's like a Starbucks.
Yes,
but they're more aggressive.
Yeah. Well, we should play a Dutch Bros meme. And this will give everybody.
This is a way to end out the show as a Dutch Bros meme on a paranormal show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dutch Bros. Maybe it's a West Coast thing. Oh, it is.
No, I was just in Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's 3 of them. It's migrating.
Like In-N-Out? Except In-N-Out's not going.
You'll eventually get it.
Hi. And then let me actually get you to come up a little bit, yeah?
Oh, this
a
guy,
little more. Got it. And then what can I get you?
Can I get 2 iced peppercorn rebels?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Say much less. I'll meet you at the window.
Okay, thank you.
What is he doing?
Hi. And then you had the 2 rebels, iced?
Yeah.
Iced or blended?
Ice.
Okay, thanks. Let me check on that. Okay, we're still working on them.
Okay, for
Coming
sure.
right up. What do you got going on today?
Not much, just gonna go home.
In 400 words or more, what do you feel is the purpose of life? Why are we here?
That was today's show, bro.
To live, laugh, love. Yeah, we love that. What do you got going on today?
Not much, gonna go home, watch a movie.
Movie? What kind of movie are you gonna see?
A Disney movie.
A Disney. We love Disney. We love Disney. Nice. Anything else you like?
Did they show this to you in orientation?
Like action movies.
Action, yeah. Like Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah.
I love Liam Neeson. He's always getting into trouble. Let me check on that for you.
Okay.
Hi. And then
Yeah, they'd be doing the most.
I've had oh my god.
They're dripped out though.
This is to show how big back I am though. At our Starbucks, we go too often that I order. So Rowan he just loves ice. We just get him a venti cup of ice and he's the happiest kid on the planet. So I pull up and they go, "Hi, what can I get?" And there's a barista named Vanessa at our Starbucks. And she's just our barista, I guess. And I pull up and I go, "Yeah, can I get 2 grande iced pumpkin cream chives with oat milk?" And she goes, "And then a cup of venti ice?" And I was like, "Damn, they know."
They said,
and then another day we went and this guy comes up, he's like, "This isn't your normal order." I was like, "Bro, what do you mean?" I have a problem.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
And by the way, Starbucks is so much worse than Dutch Bros.
Like in quality?
In my opinion, I think I've officially shifted. I think Dutch Bros makes my favorite coffee, at least.
Okay.
Salted caramel cold brew. A little bit of cream.
Salted caramel cold brew.
It's delicious. I get the same thing at Starbucks, and I appreciate the one at Dutch Bros more.
Do you just do that because they give CC more treats?
No.
Okay.
I do it because I think the size
This
is
guy
bigger.
said big back, big back.
Big back, big back. What do you say when they remember your order? You're a big back. Whoa.
Yeah. I just went, yeah. And then we both looked at each other like, damn, she really knows we come here too much. Rowan now knows Starbucks. Like when he finishes school, he goes, "We go Starbucks?"
Also, of course he knows things. He's
Yeah, but we never call it Starbucks.
I mean, I think by now though, he's picked up the subtle clues. You don't think he listens to you and Vanessa say, "Hey, should we go to Starbucks?"
No. Should we go to Star?
Do you say that to Vanessa too?
Yeah.
Just Star?
Yeah. When you have a kid, we have to spell things out.
Oh, well, okay, I get it.
We just got him a bike. He got his own bike finally. He loves it. But he knows what a bike is. So we have to go, should I go pump up the BIKE?
Yeah. I get
And
you.
sometimes we'll get too into it and we're like, what?
Sending Morse code to each other.
Kinda, yeah.
And
we're fucked when he knows how to spell
Rowan
fully.
is just sitting there just like, I am interpreting these things.
Like the Rain Man scene from Hangover.
Yeah.
Just all the numbers.
What does this mean? B-I-K-E. What is this? That's inside Rowan's brain.
That is inside Rowan's brain, dude. He's figuring it out just along with us. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, we can't say McDonald's. But now he knows our lingo. He knows yellow M.
Yeah. No,
and there's
yeah,
one
you
by
guys are-
Danette, and when we drive, like whenever I drop Vanessa off at her house, he goes, "Daddy, yellow M." Of course, I'm not gonna say no.
No, you're a phenomenal father. Your kid could literally say he wants anything in the world. You're going to give it to him.
Yeah, we're working on it though. Like we've been,
Austin, it's not a bad thing, bro.
It
like,
is though, because then they end up like his mom, and they want everything. and they ask me every day.
This stream is getting in. All right. That's funny. Go ahead.
Today, can I get this Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set? No, it's $200. No, I didn't even really want it. I just wanted to bug you. That's why I'm going to Disney next week. I want to go to Disney. All right.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, this is gonna make up for, you're not gonna hear it for a month that she wants a Lego set, but that's hilarious. Rowan, wait, did you say Rowan wanted the Lego set or she wanted the Lego?
She wanted it.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah,
I was just making sure.
Rowan would definitely want it if he saw it.
Rowan's going to do it eventually. He is going to become that. I want this.
No, we go to the store and like we have to tell him like no toys today. But then sometimes like he like tries to convince us. He'll like he's like, we're gonna go to Target, and he's like, okay, Target, one toy, okay? And we're like, no toys. He's like, one toy, okay?
He's mocking you guys. He's a mockingbird when it comes to the toys.
Yeah. And then like like today we went to Spirit because Spirit's like our hangout spot. Went to Spirit, and he's like, we go, okay, no toys. He goes, yeah, okay, no toys. And then we're leaving. He's like, wait, what the fuck?
Wait, he did realize he said no toys, or you had to.
No, it's a meltdown. He's been having a rough few days, but I think it's because his allergies are kicking up. But he's like, bro, I know we said no toys, but what the fuck are we doing?
He's like, hey, this is a place where I usually come,
and I get something.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you were victorious today, I guess. You planted your feet down. You said, hey, next week Disney, we go crazy. Today, no toys.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on Mom.
You won the battle. Okay.
I won the skirmish. The battle was still lost.
Well, I think you have to look at the small victories. This is the way to win the war.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This is a little bit different of an episode, but we had some crazy stories.
Yeah,
we had some really good stories. We got to hear from the little man himself about living in the dinosaur age. Like what?
Sick.
That's pretty sick.
The Annabelle doll it definitely sparked a lot of good convo
and
early.
Apparently I'm a baby spiritualist in training, so
yes.
More to come from that. My spiritual journey. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody for watching. If you're not already a member, it means a lot if you do become a member. There's a lot of bonus content that you're only going to see when you are a member. We have a behind the scenes log. It shows you kind of what it's like when we are in the midst of recording, what we're like off camera. It's not much different than this right now. But also as terms of, we have a bonus show that is recorded right before the live show every week. And it comes out every week as well, where we talk about, today I got a little vulnerable. Yeah, it's, yeah.
Not time to start crying now.
Not time to start crying. I was reading something from the chat, but
okay.
Nothing. But please consider becoming a member. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, Truly Bizarre, if you're not already subscribed to Noah, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? She has a Bali trip. I think she has a couple more spots left. Think about going to Bali on a spiritual journey. You should do that. And like Mr. Fresh said, if you're still around, you should definitely like the live. There's 77 likes, but 66 people watching. So the ratio's up for once. But next week we will be live again, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will not be in attendance. I will be on vacation myself, but you have nothing to fear. Miss Noah, Mr. George, Mr. Fresh will be here.
Boom.
To guide you through it. Please check out all of our other content. We have other videos on here as well as paranormal investigation. So go check those out. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. And George, take us out with some music, I guess.
Okay, Austin. So I'm going to go into the catalog here. I got a really
He's
good
actually
one.
like rifling through papers right now. He's not even at a computer. He's doing this all analog.
We've gone really deep tonight. And we are going to enter the 6th third eye chakra to close the night. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good one. Sleep tight.